It is what it is. But anyway, we were just talking before the podcast started, apparently, about Husam being the strongest motherfucker in every gym that you walk in.
We're not even going to introduce him.
Before I get into that, I want to say again, I'm honored as fuck to be y'all first guest.
I'm honored to have you on.
I'm humbled because Kuza, I've always looked up to him because he's the guru. I always called him the brains.
Yep.
You know,
I appreciate it.
Because that's something that I always, people ask me about you. I'm like, he is the guru brains. You want to ask him about anything, he will answer it. Okay, I never feel dumb, but when I sit with Kuza, I feel dumb. All right, but answering your question.
I'm humbled by that.
Bro,
Answering your question, bro, I mean, like how I feel mentally, it's more like a battle with myself. I always want to outlift myself. I want to better myself because I never have enough goals where I reach them. Whenever I reach a goal, I always say I have little goals because when you have too big of goals, you always fail because they're too much to achieve. When you have little goals, you're always checking off the list, right? And then ego-wise, it boosts your ego. People treat you differently. People respect you differently. Like when I walk into the gym, everybody says hi to me. Like in any gym I go to, you know. And it's funny. Sometimes I go to gyms that people don't know me, and people will like test you because they see you're bigger. You know how it is, the ego.
Yep.
And then they see me benching, and I get to like 400, 450, and then they start looking, and then they come like, so how do you bench so strong? Right away, they become so friendly to you,
Right.
which is funny to me, you know, because in the beginning they think you're a dick. Right? And
Well,
that's the perception.
You're that dude that's like, oh, he's just hogging all the weights. He thinks he's so strong. And then they try to keep up, and then they don't realize he's just warming up.
Right. Yeah. And then
that's
he
what's
hits
funny.
depth and then pauses it, and then he comes back up easily like butter. And then they're like, oh, shit.
On your first podcast, you were talking about how people try to keep up with you.
Oh, yeah.
And that always happens to me when I'm benching. They'll start racking, and I go 1 plate, 2 plates, 3 plates, 4 plates. I get to 4, and they look, and they're like,
I
all
can't
right,
keep
now
up
I'm
anymore.
you know,
I'm
which
out.
is hilarious.
Yeah,
so
yeah. And
it's
four
funny.
is a warm up for you now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my deload is 430.
What was your last total?
2,017 pounds
In competition.
in competition.
Okay, what was your last best Saturday total?
2,060 something, 68, 69.
Because I say Saturday total because Saturday is your squat,
my
bench,
numbers
and deadlift.
now are way higher than
Right.
what I totaled in October.
But Saturday's squat, bench, and deadlift for
Yes,
you every Saturday,
Dude,
right?
I don't even think I have like a 1,500 total.
No, I don't. I definitely
It's crazy. When people talk to me about it, it's unreal. But you never comprehend it when you're doing it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, it's like when people come
I mean,
to
dude,
you,
I've
they're
trained
like,
with you recently. Like when we went to the gym when Clark was, after he was sick and everything, we all went and we just watched you squat.
Yeah, I
and
remember.
like that was retarded.
That was 685 too.
Yeah, it's a show every time.
The dude didn't even have like knee straps on.
No. You put on a show last night. I have a video of it, and like people from across the gym are watching. And literally yesterday was a.
You know what though? I will say something. Well, obviously you're a powerlifter, so it's you respect the sport differently. But there's always those jackasses that like scream, shout. You don't do any of that.
Oh
No,
man.
I've never seen you scream.
I hate it.
I've never seen him scream. I've seen him scream after a lift.
Celebrate.
yes.
I celebrate.
Celebrating is
Yeah.
different than grunting.
100%. 100%.
So the celebrating, I love it, but the screaming, shouting in the middle of your rep, and that's something he doesn't do.
Never.
I'm very collective. I'm very calm. I'm not like an eager
He has
person.
controlled aggression, and we've talked about that before.
Yes, that's
that's
perfect wording.
You know how to flip the switch on.
Exactly.
Like, man, you would know. I forgot his name, but he's an older guy. He's been in the powerlifting scene. He was friends like Lou Simmons and stuff. But he talked about how good powerlifters have this like neural drive where they can just flip on and flip off.
Yeah.
And that's what he has.
Yeah.
Bro, before like my 804 squat, I was laying down. I was literally laying down. I was chilling, talking to people, eating my Sour Patches. And then it was time to like lift, and I just turned on, and people knew like, all right, you're going. I'm like, yep. And I smoke it because I put all of my aggression, all of my focus
Into that one rep.
I don't get like, people are like, do you want to get smacked? I'm like, why would I waste my energy? But this is why I celebrate after, because I have leftover.
Yes.
You kind of like dump it out.
Exactly.
After that,
exactly.
I love that because I remember when we were when you were starting this journey, like I remember being at the gym and people like yelling at you and you like having to walk away from like that lift for a second because it just got you out of focus because it's so not
like the
you.
whole like hyping up.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just so not him.
I don't
And
get the
then-
whole slap on the back shit.
No,
I don't
it
know. I
makes me
guess-
lose everything.
Yeah. I guess everybody's different in some aspects.
Yeah, but we're
like,
3 people sitting here that don't like it.
I was
so.
gonna say right. I think like he's right though. It drains energy. I don't know if they even know that, right? They're just so hyped because like even during your lifts, it's like it's so controlled. I've never seen you do sloppy shit. Like I've seen you fight for a deadlift, but like the correct way. You don't hinge it and like just try to drag it up your thighs.
No.
You may have failed on the correct path up, but it's never like gross. I've never looked at your lift like, oh no, I can't watch that. You know what I mean? It's always
Like never cringy.
controlled. It's so crazy.
I just know if I mess up my path, I let it go.
Yeah.
I'm not grinding through a lift. I already ruined it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Right.
I'm not gonna make it look ugly just to get it because it's my training. Like there's no point of me to push a rep and make it super ugly. Maybe get injured, maybe get hurt just to finish the rep. There's no reason for that kind of thing sometimes. You know?
Right. I remember I used to get mad at you for not squatting with spots around. Not
Like a
people,
spotter?
But
Yeah.
no, not even people, just like the
The racks, the
yes,
safety
yeah,
racks.
the safety racks.
Yeah.
Because you would always squat outside of the rack.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn it, bro, like it's not worth it in the gym. But then I've seen you dump it and like
This is
you
why I
know
don't.
exactly how to dump
Yeah.
it, obviously when you're fucking
I
with
don't
that
want to
weight.
ruin the bars, and the bars they use are expensive.
Right. And
So sometimes
it'll bend on those spots.
Yeah,
won't it?
like
Yeah.
it's funny because at my last meet in October, a week before it, I was taking my last squat day, and my last warm up was 727, and I misgrooved.
last warm up.
I
My last
misgrooved.
warm
I
up was
misgrooved
better
my
than your squat.
727, and I only had one spotter, and I couldn't get back up, so I fell back into the hole, and we had to dump it. And that's why we didn't have the racks, because one time I had the racks, and the rack came and smacked me in my stomach.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah. So
Because it
that's
wasn't
why-
drilled into the ground?
They're not. None of them are, because they have to remove them so we can deadlift. None of them are drilled.
Oh my god.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's
Well,
a,
then,
that's a hazard.
See, I was gonna say, I've just never had 700 pounds
On my back.
land on a squat rack, so I don't
This
know
is
what
why now you
happens.
see most of my PRs, I have 5 people. 'Cause-
Yeah, no, I did see that most recently.
Yeah.
I think you squatted, and I saw it. You had spotters everywhere.
Yeah.
So safety is better than
Yeah.
being dumb.
Well, what's funny is you need 5 people around just in case that weight doesn't go for the one person.
Yeah.
Because he can do it himself. But like if somebody else, like a normal human, has to help, like we need 5 normal humans around to help, and
gives
they're
you
not
so
even
much
normal.
confidence. No.
They're powerlifters
Spotters,
too.
I will say, give you a lot of confidence
Yeah.
too.
Hell yeah.
You don't got to worry about nothing.
You don't have to
just
worry
pushing
about
the
anything.
weight.
You
Yeah,
just go
you
through.
just go.
Yeah, and they all like, I have my people Saturdays. They know it's the Gym Freak Saturday. I take over the music, the vibe. Everybody loves the energy. You know, I'm dancing, having fun, and everybody loves it. Everybody hits PRs. Everybody hits their lift, and it's like a vibe. So I have my people that spot me on those days.
That's so sick.
That's tight.
Yeah, and that's at where?
Surge.
Surge, right,
And
yeah.
that you're the homie with the owner and everything,
Yep,
right?
He loves
yeah.
me and all the time. Now he wants me to announce most of his meets and stuff. 'cause
Oh
I
yeah, you
one.
did do that, didn't you? How
Yeah.
was that?
It was dope.
I was about to
Different
say,
experience. and
yes.
I get energetic, so
Oh
the
my
crowd
God.
started to feel my energy. They got loud. And
Well-
like the video went viral. The guy hit a national deadlift, 881.
Oh, nice.
Yep, and it was his first comp.
Damn.
You know, yep, and he's my boy. He's a big guy.
First competition.
First competition.
Wow.
881. He's a 275 pounder. Yep.
Dude, you
This
guys
is,
are
like so casually.
He's very casual.
But I have a question. Can you tell people what equipment you do powerlifting in? Because I know there's like guys who do like the unlimited stuff where like they can wear whatever they want.
No,
like
everything is raw.
okay.
Raw.
Yeah, just
Yeah, raw.
so everyone knows that.
Well, but
Because
okay.
I
I
don't do
coach some
equipped, I don't do
powerlifters. I don't
reps.
do their training. I just do their nutrition and other things. But like they would say, like, oh, I hit 800-pound bench, and I'm like, dude, what?
Right.
And
Yeah,
then they
those are
tell me everything
equipped.
they're wearing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, I don't do
With
none
like
of that.
those 3-ply suits. And
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
right?
Yep, yeah. Everything we do is raw.
So I
wear
want
knee
people to know
sleeves.
who maybe don't know you, to understand what kind of powerlifting he's into.
Right.
Because it's raw. It's not.
Which
It's
is
not assisted.
No, which is what, a belt, knee wrap,
You can
not
do knee-
wraps.
No, not wraps. Knee
You can do knee
sleeves.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, knee sleeves.
Can
Which
you-
is it's just compression.
Right,
It doesn't
100%.
do it that much.
No.
it doesn't do it.
Can you find any sleeves that fit your legs?
I have to wear a sock. It doesn't go through
Under?
my calf. Under, and then I have to slip it through the sock. It doesn't go through my calf.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, that is amazing.
So that's kind of.
How much do you weigh right now?
245.
What do you compete at?
242.
Oh,
So it's
so
kinda
you like
yeah.
staying around that? You like staying
Yeah.
right at your cap? Yeah,
Because if your strength is going up, so why would push the weight?
yeah. No.
And also
totally different
your
sport.
your measurements or your body, how do you say it?
Composition.
Yeah, that your body composition changes. So when
Yeah.
you're a little bit thicker, everything is different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want that big of a change when I'm competing, and then when
When
I'm
you diet down, or I don't know, do you diet down or do you just water
no,
cut?
I just water cut.
Okay.
2 days.
Yeah, 2
But
days
it's
or
only
something.
3-4 pounds.
Yeah.
That's nothing major.
See, that's nice.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
likes to hang out around that.
I was gonna say, like, there's like people talking about that now, even with MMA, like about
hang
how
out at your
well,
cap.
yeah, how bad weight cuts are because you're so dehydrated or so low. It's like, are you really at
One
the
of the
top
best
peak? Right?
Power lifters, he dropped 25 pounds, water cut. Competed at 198, walks around 225. Okay? Literally both his quads.
Snapped. Yeah.
Yep.
So I know. Some guys use like Lasix and stuff before the comp, and they'll do like injectable Lasix, which is like immediate onset, gets the diuretic moving, going, flowing, just to drop 20 pounds. Then they always end up having the shittiest lifts
Yeah.
because they probably did it wrong in the first place, and then on top of it, they're just so dehydrated. And think about it: if you dehydrate such a big human,
Right.
it's going to take a lot to rehydrate that
Rehydrate.
human.
Exactly. And you're the scientist with this thing. You think you can get back to your normal weight within 24 hours?
No,
That's all you
it's gonna
have.
be really
so
hard
they do
to do that.
IVs and things, but I don't think that gives you enough time for your body.
Yeah,
to
I have
get
heard
back.
of people doing like saline bags and
Yeah.
things like that after how hard they had to water cut. Which, yeah, it's going to hydrate you a bit faster, but like, dude, like, if you are wearing gear, it's going to fit differently. It's not going to fit the same because you just waterlogged your whole body.
Right.
And who knows what kind of stress you went through for the water cut. How's your body even going to absorb the water and make sure you're absorbing the water?
That's why I love being at my weight class and just being right there.
Yeah. I coach, her name's Kendra Gallagher. She just turned like pro in powerlifting. She just did
Elite.
her first pro meet.
Okay.
And with her, I just keep her around her body weight.
That's the best way to be.
Just that way, it's just, hey, just do your water cut.
It makes sense to me. Like, train around the weight that you're gonna be. Right.
Yeah, that's how you're gonna feel.
Right.
When meet day comes, you're gonna feel that way because that's your weight.
Right.
You should train at that weight.
And imagine eating into a meat.
Yeah, I mean, imagine how
You
much
get what I'm
power
saying?
or
Exactly.
energy you get
And that's
from that.
literally what we always do, me and my coach. He
Do you-
always asks me, do you need anything to cut weight? I'm like, I'm already on weight. He's like, perfect.
Do you? So who's your coach first off?
Joe Stink.
Okay. Okay. Shout out him.
He's the guru of,
He's,
of the scientist
he's-
of like programming.
I was about to
When it
say-
comes
Yeah,
to
powerlifting
strength.
program is like very interesting.
I was gonna say, aren't you? How many times do you bench a week right now? Because I know that was like a weak point for you, and
4.
now it's 4 times a
4
week.
times a week.
Like working sets too, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Everything is
that's
working sets. It's just different frequency.
You
okay.
train with RPE?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you train? Okay, yeah, RPE. Now, what's like a rep range like for you?
So basically, like today, I had floor presses, and it was reps of 4.
Okay.
Right. And then I always have my main bench day, which is Saturday. I have a single.
Gotcha. Do you
But
do
the
singles?
highest is 6.
Is-
That's my bag dog.
Is your single isn't a 10?
No, it's never a 10.
Okay.
We
No,
never push a 10.
yeah, okay.
Even
You're
now,
doing
I
like
haven't
a
pushed
6,
8 is the
7,
max.
like 7 mostly, probably.
Most of the time, it's 6, 7. We
Okay.
always start at 5, go up
Yeah.
to 6, 7, 7.5, and
Okay.
then we'll push 8, and that's it.
For people listening who don't know, we're talking about the RPE scale, which is the rate of perceived exertion. It's kind of like, if you're familiar with RIR, it's like the inverse of it. So when he's saying like a 6, 7, it's a good working set, but it's nothing that's too tiring.
Yeah. You should be able to rep it
Yeah.
easily.
Yep.
and that's how you're able to hit chest 4 times a week like that, right?
And this is why bodybuilders have good results when they do RIR training.
Right.
It
exactly.
increases frequency. Frequency for him to practice bench is going up because he's not full throttling it every single time he trains.
Right.
Just like when you go to do back 4 days a week.
Right.
Or a back movement 4 days a week. There's just that incorporating the RIR to that allows us to do that. And just like in powerlifting.
And you get the best progress, even with bodybuilding. If you do that kind of programming, you get so much more size.
Yeah,
because you can train longer.
Exactly.
And the frequency of keeping that muscle like every
Working.
day. Every day I hit back. 6 days a week.
You have a movement almost
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Which is
could,
insane.
I know you would argue that stiff-legged deadlifts don't hit back.
I mean,
But- I know that you're taking that one to the grave, but yeah, I mean, so yeah, the way we are is like week 1 is only 2 working sets, right? So you know, and then we progress upon that, the working sets in that sense. But like, of course, I get my warm-up sets. You know, I love that people don't think that that's like in there already. You know what I mean? Like I'm
That's-
supposed to come in and just do 2 sets of bench
the
and then
argument,
leave.
the argument with warm-up sets for like hypertrophy is that they're not stimulating enough to get you to that point.
Right.
You're not recruiting enough fibers. You're not meeting your threshold, and that's why a lot of people like just say they're garbage or they're junk or they don't matter.
I
The
just mean
warm-up
like when
sets?
I just mean when people see 2
I don't
sets.
say that. People say that.
when yeah, get that out there.
That is not
but,
me.
but like when people see like 2 sets on like a program.
Yeah, they're
You
like,
only
what?
do two
I'm only
sets.
doing
I'm only
2
2 sets, and they don't account for those warm-up sets. And it's like those are, if not more important, obviously just as
I
important.
mean, they're gonna set up your working sets the best. Like just like
100%.
you, I'm sure you could attest.
I mean,
to
I
that.
do 1 set of single
right.
with my bench. So before I get to my 470, 460, I'm doing at least 5 warm-ups. I can't just jump straight to 470.
No, for
you know,
sure.
so-
Do you do now if you're hitting 3 reps for that set? Do you do 3 rep warm-ups?
No. So what I start always, I'll do the bar. That's a 5 repper. Then
Okay.
I'll do 1 red, which is basically a plate and a 10 pound. So it's 55. So it's 155 pounds. I'll do that for 3 reps. And then I'll go 2 reds. I'll do that for 2.
Okay.
And then from there, I'll go singles.
Okay.
Yeah. You never want to exert your muscle when you're doing your warm-ups.
Right.
And that's where people go wrong. They'll do 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Now you get to your working set and you
Yeah,
can't hit it
you
for
can't
5.
even do it. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, and that's where people go wrong.
Gotcha. Yeah, dude, it's crazy how much different your workouts are now.
Yeah.
Like knowing you from the bodybuilding days, because when we met, you were a bodybuilder still. You were
know.
a competitive bodybuilder too.
You know what's funny is right before I started that, I got with Kuza.
Yeah,
I know.
And I paid him for a whole prep. And then halfway through, I'm like, I think I'm going to try powerlifting. He's like, all right, well, if you don't do powerlifting, you can come back and we'll get you on a stage. And then we just went through with powerlifting, and now I'm
I think
up
he's
there.
just built for it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Like without a doubt.
I was begging you at one point to just do powerlifting
I was
because
scared because a lot of weight, and I was just like, I can't lift all that.
Right.
That's insane. I was seeing people deadlifting 800, squatting 800. I'm like, this is insane weight.
So when
know?
you got into it, did you, after a while, realize how much technique actually played into all of it?
Oh, yeah. It's all technique.
Like you felt more comfortable touching heavier weight because you were learning technique?
I felt like a rookie when I first got into it. Like, I don't know shit. Like,
No,
all
of
my
course,
shit I was
but-
doing was basically like kind of wrong in a way. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So from benching to squatting, like I thought I had a perfect squat. My coach looked at it. He was like, "Well, you're doing everything wrong." I'm like, "What?" You know. So if you're somebody who's kind of full of yourself, you think you knew it all, and you get hit like that, it's like kind of an ego check.
Yeah.
But if you're somebody who can take advice, which I felt like I always could from everybody, it kind of made me like, okay, I gotta listen to somebody and do everything I need to do to get where I get to. So the second I started listening to him, everything just started going, and it was so much easier.
And what's funny about
Yeah.
that is because I'm sure it was hard taking advice from anybody anyway because you were always stronger.
Yeah.
You were squatting what when you were a bodybuilder? Probably around 500 at least. Yeah.
I squatted 650, 675.
right when you were a bodybuilder.
Bodybuilder, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
lifted 725. I was 6 weeks out of my last show.
see when you're doing that shit. That's when I was like begging you to be a power lifter.
Yeah, that's
And-
when like he should have just did
Called
it
it.
from
Right.
that
Yeah,
day.
yeah. And then you talk about built for it. Have you ever seen this man's ankles?
Oh, they're
They're
this
a
thick.
2-liter bottle. If anybody hasn't watched your videos, look at the ankles. They are insanely thick.
Ankles, baby.
They're not though.
Add that to the
they're
nicknames.
like yeah, right. We don't know about that because but anyway.
Listen, I'll get it fixed.
I can't talk because I didn't turn on the
One
camera
time,
one
forgot
time.
to turn on the whole camera.
Yeah,
For a whole
for a
podcast?
whole
Literally.
episode, bro. The whole episode was one camera over my shoulder looking at him, or was it vice versa? It was looking at me, and you weren't in because I didn't press
he
the
didn't
button.
click the right button.
It was
So,
off the whole
yeah.
time.
And
It was
was
like
I wasted like 4 minutes.
yeah, and I wasted an hour and a
Hour and a
half.
half.
Yeah, and when I thought you were gonna kill me, I like left as soon as possible. I was like, this monster's gonna fucking throw me through the garage or something. We were sweating balls in there. There's 100 degrees in that garage. It was
it was very hot when I sat in that garage.
I remember,
yeah.
Dude, that was a great that was a fun little episode because that was when like steroids, right? It was like, oh shit, we took it. I know, I was natural.
It was just starting to get normal to talk
about it. That's what I mean.
Now I put out a course on it.
I know. I say it all the time, and like I always said that too. Like when I'll be on it, I'm gonna say it, right? Because that's how I learned.
But people don't believe you. Like now, people think I take more drugs than when I did.
I'm sure they do.
Bro, I don't. I'm like natty in a way. All I take is test, make sure everything's recovered. I was on growth, got off of it because my hands were getting too swollen.
I was gonna say, talk about that.
Yeah, I started growth because when I first moved to powerlifting, I was having a lot of elbow pain, shoulder pain. My mobility sucked. So I took literally 4 months working on mobility to improve that, right? Because you're squatting low bar. So then I was like, my shoulders are killing me. Let me take growth to just 2 IUs, help my joints, help me recover and stuff. And a year later, my face was swollen, my hands are swollen. I'm deadlifting and I'm smoking the lift, and it slips out of my hands. My hands just open, and I'm like, bro, I can't have this grip.
You couldn't grip, right?
Nope.
Yeah, that's what I'm going through right now. I can't even shake people's hands.
Something different.
Tendonitis a little bit.
I don't know.
My grip was shit. So
like I
got off of it.
That makes me feel
like I've been using growth since 2017. So what is that? 5 years now.
Yeah.
5 years straight.
Yeah.
I've gone up to 8-10 IUs a day. And
Damn.
that was like, once I crossed like 6 IUs a day, I was like, okay.
Did you split it up when you did that?
Feel it?
I'd do four, like if I did 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was post-show. So after this last show I did 2021, I was like, let's see what happens. And then I was doing 8 a day, and I like shot up in weight so fast. But I don't know what it was, but it was definitely much different than 2 IUs a day. Now I'm off of growth. I'm off of everything.
Oh, you're off of growth?
Yeah, I'm off of everything but just testosterone at 200 milligrams a week, because I'm just going through like a big health phase.
Yeah.
But this is my first break in 5 years from growth. So like, I wonder if like I'm gonna feel a lot different.
That is insane.
Because
I feel different already.
Yeah.
And I took it for 1 year.
Yeah.
Right.
And I've been taking it for 5.
Yeah.
The only times I would come off a week out from the show, right back on it after that, and because that was just how I did things.
It was night and day when I came off. I started smoking my lifts. My grip was no issue.
I will say I could already feel like my elbows don't tingle as much. Yeah. My hands don't tingle as much.
Man,
I was tripping. I would be sleeping and my hands would be tingling, and I'm like, am I doing something wrong?
Same though, man. We're all dumb as fuck. Like again, right? Like, oh, this is what I'm doing because I like muscles that much, really.
I mean, look,
but I love this shit. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like I want to laugh about it because I do love it. You know what I'm saying?
But we're not like majority drinking a fifth a night.
100%.
So
right,
pick your poison.
I don't do anything drug wise. Nothing.
I've never had bad blood work.
I don't drink anymore.
Yeah.
You don't drink?
No.
Yeah.
I might have a drink occasionally.
If I have a drink, it's like a glass of wine.
I had a margarita with Sal after your nutrition conference, actually. And Sal was like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Are you a drinker?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "But I need one right now because the night before I took so many edibles."
Oh, you threw up? Yeah.
Oh God.
There's a clip, plenty.
Yeah, that is a good one. But yeah, no, that was the real deal. I probably around 100 milligrams, and I'm normally riding around at like 30 nowadays. But 100, I woke up from like a nap, and I was like, oh, this ain't right. And I just went and puked, and then I was like, let's go.
Had some weed poisoning.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the worst thing that can happen. Boom, throw up, you rally. And then the first thing in the morning, I smoked another joint because I was like, a little bit of the hair of the dog that bit you. But
it is what it is.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me if they should, like, they're like, hey, what do you think if I should do drugs? This and that. I'm like, what's your purpose? Why?
Do drugs and what you mean?
Like
gear?
Steroids. Yeah. And I'm just like, for what, bro?
So my rule of thumb when it comes to that, because I work with a lot of people that want to
get it all the time.
I do.
Yeah.
My rule of thumb is until it is required for your goal.
Right.
That's when you should do it. Because I have like people who have no business using drugs asking me about it, and I say, to them, I say, when it reaches your goal, when it's time for your goal. You know, I have lifestyle clients that are like, I want to do stuff. And I was like, A, I don't do that for lifestyle clients. B, For what? What do you? You're not getting on stage. You're not doing anything. Why do you want to do
health.
this?
It's not health.
It has nothing to do with health. Like,
Right.
like you're doing something wrong. And like I talked about in the last one, like genetically, I think a lot of people have to start looking at it. Like, yeah, you could take it, but is it really going to change? It can't change your genetics.
I agree.
So it's like,
even strength-wise.
So that's
oh
interesting.
yeah,
though.
for
Even
sure.
strength-wise.
Strength though,
For sure.
that you were born with that shit, dude. Because I don't have that. I've never been strong.
Bro.
You know what I mean? Like relative to like what people think that I should be. I've never been fucking strong.
My first pro meet, October, they were literally popping halos.
At it?
Oh yeah,
At the
for sure.
meet, they're like, "You want some?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." Like, and they were all using reps, so they're all like squatting heavier, but I'm doing raw, and they're using equipped. So I'm like, "Bro, y'all doing that?" Then somebody went and pinned in the back, you know. And
They
I
were
was
doing
some of the
equipped,
biggest things that you'll see in powerlifting is you'll see halo the day of, anadrol the day of. You'll see test suspension. You'll see trend
Frog.
as suspension. All that just to get that drive right before they go hit their lifts.
What suspension?
There's no ester attached to the drug.
Wow.
So it's like
they just
Instant?
fast stack
it's
it.
just instant.
Glute, boom.
Like
see
an
you
hour-
get
hour
out there.
before.
It's
Hour
like it's an
before.
hour,
Oh, okay.
about an hour.
Yeah.
And that's with no ester, no half life, nothing. It's
Bro,
just
I'm walking
boom.
and I'm smelling it. I'm like, I'm smelling these oils. What is
Yeah.
it? He's like, I just took a shot in the back. I'm
Oh
like,
my God,
what
dude.
the fuck? And they're like, are you doing anything? I'm like, no.
That's
I'm good.
insanity.
But you want to
dude.
know what's comical about that kind of stuff though? Is like an oral takes like 2 hours to peak like blood plasma,
Right.
And they're taking like 30 minutes before. So like,
So there's no
maybe their
science.
second lift is
Right.
getting affected, but the one they really want it for isn't.
Right. That's man. That's
Oh, dude, listen. When I started coaching some power lifters, I mean, Husam's different, but when I started coaching some, I was like, bro, you guys think bodybuilders take a lot of drugs?
right. I remember you telling me
Like
that.
some of these, I was like, dude, like you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like
Because they chase numbers, bro. And when you're chasing numbers and you're having this
numbers,
goal
they
of-
just add zeros at
Yeah.
the dose.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, I was
that's
gonna
it.
say they're chasing numbers in other ways too.
numbers, yeah. And it's like, oh, I want to hit this and I gotta hit this, and it's like, bro, if you can't hit it, why are you pushing so much drugs just to hit this number?
I put together a protocol for one guy, and he was like, I've never in my life taken such little amounts of drugs. And I was like, dude, that's crazy because this is like a 1,700 milligram cycle. So, like, and he was like, dude, I'm used to taking gram of this, gram of this, gram of this.
Yeah,
and
it's
I was
all
like,
grams.
grams?
All grams.
Like, you guys don't do milligrams?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
See, I would know that math.
Okay,
though.
and then he had one of the best lifts he had when I started coaching his super subs.
Do you think there's something to overloading?
100%.
Overloading the
Dude, you can stress the
receptor?
shit out of your body.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
It's not
They
even the
all
receptor.
get injured.
No.
It's not even the receptor. Do you know how bad Trent is for you?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And taking a gram of it?
A gram of
insane.
trend seems.
When I tell them I take
nuts.
500 like 6 weeks out, they're like, "That's it." I'm like, "Bro, this is a lot." What do you mean?
That is, in my opinion,
yeah,
that's
in
a
my
lot.
opinion,
Yeah.
500. I'm like pushing it. Like,
Yeah, no, 100%.
That's a push for
yeah,
sure.
you know
And
what I
like,
mean?
that's why this kid, not kid, but this guy was like, dude, this is insane. I've never done something like this. And I even like tapered his stuff up slowly. Like, it wasn't out the gate
he was
right away.
confused.
He was like, man, is this really going to work?
Oh wow, he was questioning.
Yeah.
it.
But that's what I tell people. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Just let your body give you what it can give you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I think a lot of people look for
Okay,
steroids.
but like leverages, like,
That plays a big role.
are such a big role. And then like people think these drugs are going to give them these leverages. Like you're not gaining 30, 40, 50 pound lifts just by taking something.
Right.
No.
That's what they're forgetting.
I was
Like
gonna say
the aggression drive is great, right? You have the aggression drive the drugs create. DHTs are really good for neural drive, right? They work right cohesively with your nervous system, which, okay, like his neural drive and like he could focus harder when he trains and does his lift, but it's not going to give him like a 70-pound increase on his lifts.
A lot of them count on that. You know that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of them
Oh,
are like, yeah, I hit 750 a week out, but after I finish my cycle, I'll be at 820.
Yeah.
I'm like, 70-pound jump. They're like, yeah, when I push this drug is going to give me a 70-pound jump. I'm like, I'm just going 20 pounds above what I hit last week, you know? That's about it.
that's how you train it, or that's how you look at it.
Yeah. So my coach, if I want to hit 800, he wants me to hit 780 before.
Okay.
Yeah. He'll give me a max of 20 to 30 pound jump.
And that's like the week before, and then you kind of taper down, and
yeah.
then day
You
of.
taper down, and then the last 3 days before, 2 days before, you don't lift.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you taper down the volume, taper down everything, the weight, and then the last 2 days, You don't lift.
Do you get nervous before meets?
My first meet, I kind of did because the hype. I had a lot of hype behind me. You know, everybody expecting me to do great. So it was a lot to handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've never had so much pressure.
Did you ever get nervous before a stage? Like walking out on stage?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get the
You?
goosebumps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I get the goosebumps. I get the
Which one
jitters.
was more nerve-wracking?
Oh, powerlifting.
For sure.
Yeah, because you got 800 pounds on your back.
Right,
Like,
that's fair.
You got a lot of weight.
I'm just curious.
Right, no,
Yeah, it was
100%.
like my first
Because
squat.
like in a powerlifting meet, I'm sorry to interrupt you. In a powerlifting meet, like you're not depleted. You don't fucking feel miserable. Like
Right.
you know.
You feel the same.
Really?
Not depleted wise, but anxious wise.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
But I
like
like
the
the
nerves
whole like
and everything.
I've
you
just
know?
been doing cardio for 3 hours a day for 12 weeks. Like you don't feel like that.
You feel this. We feel the same as bodybuilders a week out when we're peaked and we're pushing our body, and our body like is just
Okay,
done.
that's
It's
fair.
ready to
That's
get
fair.
tapered,
Yeah.
and we're pushing it still with
Because all
higher
your stress is
numbers.
coming through training.
Exactly. So,
And think about the guys who actually have to diet.
I was gonna say, what is your diet like?
for me, I mean, I'm lucky because I'm sponsored by ChooseFit, so they send me all my meals, so I don't really gotta.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I eat constantly healthy, but if I want a burger, I want a pizza, I'm craving something, I have it.
7 muffins a week.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
I eat muffins on my PR days. A lot of people are like, "Where's the muffin?" If I'm dancing or something, I'm like, I eat those for my PRs. If I'm like hitting something nice and heavy, I'll set the mood. It sets the mood for me.
Yeah.
That's where it starts. It starts when I start driving to the gym, play some music, start dancing, eat a muffin.
I mean,
dance
everyone
with
has
it.
their
Yeah.
what is that called?
Ritual.
Ritual.
Yeah, I mean that's why you are the showman. Like you literally,
I've never heard that nickname.
really.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got
man,
that one
yeah.
after October.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was dancing and stuff, and
Of all the
in
nicknames
front
I've
of
heard
judges,
from him,
and everybody's like, "Judges are not gonna like you." And guess what? All the judges follow me. They all love me. They all know who I am now.
that's dope.
Yeah, they're
That's
super
dope.
cool.
And man, it's funny because that's one of those sports that's like just so serious all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because you're about to put 800 fucking pounds
Yeah.
on your spine. So like, of course you have to be somewhat serious. But like, I feel like how relaxed or how you approach that shit, it helps you without a doubt, right?
does.
Because you have that controlled anger. You didn't just waste a bunch of energy. If anything, you're getting up with yourself with the dance. Like you dance, you feel that shit, and you're locked in. That's like your meditation.
Yeah.
It's your little ritual before the bar, and
The
then
way-
you
the
lock
way-
in and go.
Exactly. The way my brain works when I do that, it kind of makes me get less anxious. It makes it feel like you're having fun, bro. You love doing this.
I was gonna say,
you
man.
love lifting. Don't make it too serious on yourself where you're anxious and scared. It's just a weight. It's either you lift it or you don't. There's two things that happen. You get it or you don't. There's nothing more to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
People overcomplicate things sometimes, and it's really not that complicated. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I swear to God.
Yeah, no, we know, bro. We fucking know.
You know?
But what I was gonna say too is like that. It's almost more. I would be more nervous dancing in front of all those people than squatting, right? So it's like almost like you're overshooting the nerves with the dance,
Yeah.
and then now squatting is nothing,
Yeah.
right? I can squat now that I just
Yeah.
put on a fucking show for these
Exactly.
people. But do you have any meets coming up?
I have a warm up meet. I'm 2.5 weeks out, May 22nd.
Been
Where
keeping
at?
that awfully quiet.
Illinois.
In Illinois.
Yeah, I've never talked about it or anything. Me and my coach, we did a different type of taper during my like training off season, and it really like helped my body. So he's like, let's try it for this warm up meet and see if it's really well to try it for my pro meet in October.
You do the same meet again in October?
Yeah,
Is it gonna be at Surge?
yeah.
Nice.
It's easy for my family, and I'm going for the world record in that meet. So total world record.
Yes, yes.
So I'm trying to break that.
He
in
says
October.
it again so casually.
I'm trying to go for that, and I'm trying to go for the squat world record as well.
The total and the squat.
And the squat. I'm
What's
trying to
the-
get both of them.
What's the squat world
The
record?
squat is 860 right now.
And you're at
860 for
I'm
your
at
weight
804.
class?
Yeah.
and you're at 804.
Yeah.
Nice. And this is going to be in October.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
So
And then the total is.
2205.
Dude, I'm getting anxious just
I know
listening.
my foot is tapping so hard. I'm so scared right now.
Yeah. The total is 2205. And the way I'm progressing right now, hopefully I'll hit 2300. That will put me at 3 all time.
2,300 for 3 fucking lifts is insanity. That doesn't make any sense.
Dude, I'm telling you. Okay, let me think. Like I can do like a 405 deadlift. I could bench 315.
Which is both great lifts.
yeah. But, like,
Both great
I can squat like maybe 405. Like I'm barely touching the surface of like
Right.
1500.
Right, dude.
I don't even touch 1500.
What is that? Just over
like
a grand.
1200.
Yeah. I don't think
Or
I could do
8,
1,000.
3.
I don't think I could do 1,000 right now. Not at all. But
like
I've never.
if you trained for it, it's different.
Okay, but
yeah.
that's the difference, right? Now in powerlifting, is there the same thing like with the bodybuilding, like people trying to be the best of both worlds, or is powerlifting? Do you see more people when they're powerlifters? They're just powerlifting. They do way less accessories. They just go for those strong compound movements, or do you see people trying to be hybrid powerlifters too?
What's a hybrid powerlifter?
Just
Having a
like
lot
these
of
power
bodybuilding days.
bodybuilders.
I mean,
right?
Larry Wheels tried that. It didn't work out too well. But
Yeah, but he's a bum. But like those,
You get injured.
Yeah, exactly.
injured,
But that's what I'm saying, because like some of those bodybuilders, right, especially just starting out, you ask them, do you want to be the strongest or do you want to look the best? And they'll both every time. Yeah. It's like, okay, cool, yeah, of course.
Yeah, you want to be a good bodybuilder, dude? Throw that
Train
whole
like that.
be the strong thing out of your head.
Right, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, is that in powerlifting? Do you see that? Do you see
You
powerlifters?
do see it a lot, and those people don't go far, right?
Okay.
It's a perfect combination of like the two, but you can't have as much volume.
Right.
So you do need these accessories. Like I do dumbbells, I do leg accessories and stuff. You need those accessories, but we don't push them like bodybuilders. We don't go crazy hypertrophy to burn out the muscle. We don't
Right.
do none of that. It's all about leaving gas in the tank at the end of the day for your main lifts. That's all the focus on. Everything you do is to improve your squat, bench, and deadlift. Everything is surrounded around that. So that's how programs are written. Some people, do more, and those people don't get far. They don't push enough.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
100%.
The top powerlifters in the world, it's straight powerlifting.
Right.
Yeah. And most of them have the basic stuff.
Well, yeah.
They don't do chains. They don't do bands. They don't do nothing crazy. Yeah. None of that. It's straight accessory work. Different types of squats, different types of bench. And it's simple.
Just nose down, get to
Yeah,
work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you been to Westside?
No.
No.
I've heard a lot about it lately. So many people talk.
You know
Whoa.
Westside, right?
Yeah.
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 Didn't the owner just pass?
Yeah, he just
Louis?
passed.
Yeah.
But I was just curious if you ever been there.
No.
I would love to see you at like a gym like that, just that you don't belong to, just walk
Yeah.
in. I would love to just see
I would
like
be
how
hated.
the tide changes.
Have you ever watched West Side Story? You should.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I heard it's a dope story.
It's a great movie.
Okay, yeah, I have to. It's called the West Side
I
Story.
think or West Side Barbell. West Side Barbell's a gym.
Is
Right,
it on
right.
Netflix? Or?
It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God, I don't know. It's called West Side Barbell's the gym. It's a documentary on West Side,
Okay, right.
and it is crazy.
I
They
have
were
to
like a
watch it.
big crew, and
They were a gang, dude. They were no crew. They were a
Right,
gang.
They were a
Yeah.
gang.
They were known, So
What's crazy though that nobody I think even considers or knows of is that you're also in school full time right now, right?
I actually just finished.
Just finished completely?
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah!
I actually just
so
took my
now,
finals, and I graduate Wednesday.
so now that's
I'm
fucking.
officially a meathead nerd. I graduated as a nurse. So
Congratulations on that, by the way.
thank you. Thank you.
But
It's a nice relief.
Yeah, I bet. Dude.
how many people do we hear complain about like they have something coming up? So like, leave me the fuck alone, right? You never talk about that.
No.
You don't even talk about it.
Nobody
And-
knows he's in school.
Right, and that's just an aspect that like would murder other people. You know what I mean? Mentally, that I can't lift 800 pounds today. I got a final tomorrow, and to you, it's just another fucking day.
That's
No, it's
literally
just his
what it was.
routine, dude.
Right,
He was waking up, doing schoolwork, training.
Priorities.
Well, we
That's
were
it.
talking about the best do other shit.
Yeah.
Right? They focus on other shit too.
Because you can't go all in like that.
Right? You just have to be all in that moment.
Dude, like it's like he just said. It's all just priorities.
Right? Yeah.
Those
100%.
were the most important things at that time. Those were his priorities, and that's why he finished all of them.
Find the balance between them to where you can succeed at both, and then run with it.
And
Because
this
I know
is why I don't mean to cut you off, but whenever I used to come visit Michigan, a lot of people would hit me up. Hey, can you come hang out? Hey, can you do this? Like, bro, if you want to see me, you can see me at the gym, but also I'm not talking. You can say hi to me, have a great day. That's it. And I don't have time. I got to study. Like, my priorities are straight. And if you don't respect my priorities and my goals, you're not a true friend. You're
Oh, no,
not
you
somebody
ain't-
that I
you
even
ain't
want in my
sitting in the
circle.
circle, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good on that type of friendship.
Are you taking your NCLEX soon?
I'm going to study for 2 months.
Oh, okay.
nice.
So
Okay, so you do have some more studying, because
it's more reviewing.
He's got his board exam.
Right.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, like, I'm excited because, again, people don't know this, but I'm excited for you to just turn it on to just powerlifting.
This is why I didn't want to compete.
Okay.
I can break the world record right now. Literally, we could have went for it in May or June, and I got invited to a nice meet in Kansas City. You know, and somebody told me, he's like, I'll get you in, because my total isn't up there to get that type of invite yet. And I'm like, thank you, I don't want that invite. I want to earn my thing, you know.
Right.
So I declined it nicely, but at the same time, I could hit any record right now I want, but I don't want that pressure. That's like I said, my priorities. You know what I mean? I don't need to rush. I'm young. I'm 27. Why rush the process?
And you were talking about that yesterday with me. Like, you were talking about this 5-year window that you're trying to set up for yourself right now. Just working that 5-year window, right? Because you don't want to be 33, 34, 35 with 800 pounds on your back. No.
That's the goal. Like, when you're younger, like you were talking in the podcast, when you're younger, 21, 22, like, fuck the world. I'm going to do what I want to do. I want to break these records. I want to turn pro, whatever the case is. You know, I don't care about family or anybody that loves me. It's all about me. But when you cross a certain age, you go through life, things change. And my priority now is, like, family, bro. Like, I see my nephew, my brother, my parents hanging out with them, like, means the world to me. So I ain't trying to sit here and not be able to run with my nephew or my niece and play with them because I wanted to keep lifting till I'm 40. You know what I mean? Right. And if I can't break records from 27 to 32, I'm never going to break records. Why keep going for it?
I got you. Yeah.
So I'm trying to make a statement for the next 5 years, and after that.
No, that's a good. I
like
that.
Yeah, and that's such a smart plan, and that goes to your, like, little goal theory, right? Here's a 5-year goal. Not 10 years I want to be the best. 5 years, and then I'm out if it ain't worth it. Right? Yeah, I mean, that's smart, man. I'm proud of you for coming. I'm not proud of you. I hate that fucking phrase, man. I'm happy for you. Because that's a mental clarity that you've recently come over to with, like, okay, this is the path I'm on now. And, like, I told you, even texting me yesterday, like, I could feel it from you. Like, just talking to you, you're more comfortable.
Yeah,
you're not as,
like, I got everything set up the way I want now.
You have to mature. You have to change your plans, your life, your priorities. Everything you want in life changes as you grow. Some people don't change, and that's why they don't see progress. They're always the same. They're not maturing.
Yeah, and that's why, like, some of those people are just nowhere.
Right.
They're just 100%. Absolutely
We all know them. We've seen them every day at the gym. We see them every day or talk to them or see them on the line.
Their priorities never shifted. I think a lot of those people are very satisfied people.
Right.
Like, it takes little to satisfy, make them feel whole, and they don't feel the need to push any further. So then that's where they just stay.
And that's that comfort zone growth and panic zone type shit. Yeah, that comfort zone will kill you.
Because I hate to be comfortable.
I know, but it's also like,
I don't like it.
I fall into it every now and again. Like, especially with after everything, I kind of went off the rails with diet a little bit, right? Because I was, like, more comfortable in the sense of, like, I can get away with shit right now because I'm not pushing for out of a growth phase, essentially.
Yeah.
I needed to recover. I needed to get back to center, and I kind of just got lackadaisical in other ways, and then a switch flipped, and it's like, okay, get back to it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I could say right now I am super out of my comfort zone right now.
Right.
Like, with everything I'm trying to do.
Right.
Like, with where I'm trying to take the brand, where I'm trying to do things, how I'm trying to just shift a lot of things. Like, I'm definitely uncomfortable, and I feel it every day.
Right.
So, but I think all that pressure is what really pushes you to get there, pushes you to do the things that you're talking about.
I agree. Yeah. That's what I love about powerlifting, honestly. You're never comfortable. You always have a different type of weight, different type of goal you're trying to lift and achieve, and you never get to be comfortable. You know what I mean? You're always going up in your program in the RPE. You're always trying to hit a higher number, so you'll never be comfortable where you're just like, all right, I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
That's RIR.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Which
it's
is
similar
so
to our
dope.
training.
Because you take basically my week 3 or my week 2 weight, and then that turns into my week 1 weight
And
for
it
the
never
next
gets
block.
boring.
Never.
When people tell me it's boring to do the same thing,
Don't do the sport.
Bro, it's
don't
not
do
boring.
either of these sports. Don't
You know?
train. Don't do anything, because if that's boring to you, it makes no sense.
Right. Go to
Why
a
is
different
this boring?
gym. Go to
Why is this boring?
because they're not getting results. That's my whole, like, I will die on that hill that people get bored with their lifts because when they look in the mirror, they look the same. So they got to switch it up. They got to switch something up, right? Because their body isn't switching up. Because I'll tell you what isn't boring is getting bigger, right? And getting more weight every week, or getting stronger every week, or getting like leaner every week. Progress is fun as fuck. And if progress comes from repetitive, the same shit, then sign me up. You know, that's what I'm in it for. I'm not in it for the switch up. I'm not in it for the workouts. I don't want to do Bosu ball fucking lunges, bro. Like, I'm cool on that. You know what I mean?
To get that progress, you need commitment. Half of these people don't commit. And if you don't commit, it don't matter if you do the work. Your body's not going to follow your freaking work.
I mean, but dude, that's in everything.
Right.
You think about the people you were in
exactly.
school with.
Exactly.
Like, there were people in my master's program that like didn't last two semesters because they just couldn't commit to the work. They couldn't commit to what they had to stay consistent with.
It's pressure. School is pressure.
Yeah,
Everything you do. And
everything
imagine,
you do is pressure.
You still have
you want to get
manage
better at your
life.
job, work up in your job, get to a higher position. It's the same thing.
Right.
You have to be consistent in everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I posted that the other day talking about consistency. How it literally, no one got anywhere doing the same wrong thing every day.
Right.
I agree. That's one question I always get asked. People are like, how do you squat so much weight? Consistency and commitment.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no secret way. There isn't me. I'm not doing anything different. You all watch my stories. You see what I do. There is no secret to it. You know what I mean?
Bro,
It's
I
literally
know.
commitment.
I know your Saturday routine.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I asked about it, right? Like, I know it
My
because it's
people at the gym do
every
my
Saturday.
week routine.
Right. I'm sure.
The whole week.
I'm sure.
It's that simple.
But you're I don't want to say programmed, but you're such in a routine that it's just second nature to you now.
Oh yeah, everything I do, my program, I remember it and I love it. And it's what I love is if something is off or doesn't feel right with my body, I shoot a message to my coach like, this is bugging me. This makes me feel a certain way. It's hindering my progress. He changes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you rarely talk about your coach too. How's your relationship with your coach?
Well, it was more like casual, right? Just a coach-client relationship. And then he visited me. He had a whole meet. There was nationals in Chicago, so he visited, and then we got to work out together. And he fixed my deadlift. That's why my conventional now is looking beautiful.
Okay.
So after that, we hung out, and then I went and dropped him off at the airport. We got to talk and stuff, and that kind of built our relationship a whole different type of way.
You are a family man. Like, when you bring somebody into your circle, they are fucking family.
Yeah.
And that's cool because you want to talk about commitment. This man is committed in every aspect, bro. Like, I've never seen somebody travel as much as you do just to make sure you see your family. Yeah. And man, it's so funny because, like, you have this one aspect of you that is highlighted, right? Mm-hmm. But all these other aspects that I know of you
people
could be highlighted too. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you don't do it, which is remarkably humble. And you could, because how many times have you seen a post that was like, work 12 hours today, but still got to it, but it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but I still got it because that's, and never, not fucking ever do you run your
Dude,
mouth
I hate
like
those
that.
people.
I know, because they have to throw a disclaimer in there.
They
always
have
wanna
to
say
say
something.
why
Yes.
they didn't do something as best as they could have.
Right.
So they have to point the finger at something as why their training might have been off that day. Why this, and they have to let
Right.
that happened.
Right, of course, because like exactly, I could have done more.
Yeah,
I could have,
but I worked 12 hours.
But it was
today.
all this other.
So
shit.
did I, dude.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly, dude.
Bro, not once I ever wanted to make an excuse.
Never.
Whenever I mess up something, I'm like, gotta get better, gotta work better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Simple
you
as that.
you admit
You know?
to it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Replan and then attack.
Sumo, my grip kept falling. Everybody's like, "Oh, your grip." I'm like, "I agree. My grip sucks. There's nothing to it. I have no excuse."
You ripped your fucking hand open, didn't you? Too.
Yeah, my first meet. My
Oh,
hand
okay.
ripped.
Were you doing sumo then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was doing sumo. My hand ripped. You know.
And
To
what did you get that day?
771.
With a ripped hand.
With a ripped hand. Yeah.
I would have said, I'm going home.
Yeah. See you guys.
I ain't lifted though.
See you guys. Yep, that was
To
my
add to
last
what you
one.
were saying though, I would say a lot of people also love to point fingers like, I'm gonna fuck you up, I'm gonna lift this way, and I'm gonna show you I can lift this way, and like talk to their stories, and I'm just like, who are you talking to? Like, I always want to say something and be like, who are you fighting? Because I don't see anybody fighting you. You know what I'm saying?
The invisible haters.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, people hate on me. I'm who? Like, you don't even lift that much. Why are people hating on you?
I'm going after everything they said I couldn't have.
Exactly.
That's my favorite one because nobody has ever commented saying, "Hey, you can't have that." Nobody's ever. No, who's ever told anybody that you can't?
I
Have
think
that.
people like to have imaginary chips on their shoulders.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
That's
Like,
what it
like
is.
they feel like they have to
That
prove
is-
it to somebody.
it's
Listen,
almost
I will admit there's things in my life that I have a chip on my shoulder about.
Yeah, for sure.
And I will make sure that person knows at the end of it that I did what I was supposed to do.
Fuck yeah.
But I'm not doing that in everything I do.
You're not
Right.
posting about it and making it
No, I actually have
known.
never posted about it. So
Yeah.
I'm sure I have, because I used to go way more in depth on shit in my life, and then who got me out of that was Big Ron. He's like, bro, you got to shut the fuck up, and I'm like, you're right. You're right, bro. Like, honestly,
You
like,
still have your moments.
yeah, of course, I'm a fucking idiot, bro. I run my mouth and react off emotion, but
I
like,
don't. That's the thing. People don't take it personal, bro. And I'm like,
don't say what person.
no, people take
Oh,
things personal.
people
Like,
take it
they're
personal.
talking. People like would assume
Bro,
he's
there's-
talking to them, and I'm just like,
That's
you
the
just
best.
going on
Yeah.
a rant.
That's the best.
Somebody
Dude.
can't go on a rant. Like,
people respond in their own stories, and people share their stories with me, and I'm like, bro, why?
Okay, but why are those people reacting?
'Cause
Because
the
the
shoe
shoe
fits.
fits.
exactly.
That's what I
Which is
always say,
hilarious to
bro.
me.
I
die laughing.
The
when that
shoe.
happens.
If you're getting upset about something that any of us are saying, that's a general statement. It's because it fits your shoe.
You're right, yeah.
Or it fits your foot.
Yeah.
You know.
They get
Cinderella.
offended.
Yeah, exactly. Because like these are just broad statements that I make after seeing. It's like the straw that broke the camel's back, right? Like it's not like I see one person and I want to fucking attack that person. I've seen it 20 times and I'm like, God damn, here's like all this shit that I like. I'm thinking right now, right? And it's
But
like,
you see it so many times.
Right, exactly.
Like that's the thing. Like I've posted before, like, if you want to use my sheets and my things and all these things, just ask. People took it personal that use them, that I know use them, and said like, oh, but like, dude, I asked you. I was like, dude, I wasn't talking about you.
Right,
Like,
right.
Why are you reaching out? I'm not talking about you.
right.
But people feel that attachment.
And that's like the main character vibe, right? Everybody's the main character in their own story. So like this story has to be about me, right? It's like, no, dude, it's not. Like I was in traffic and mad and I fucking just ranted about something. Like I'm sorry, the
It's got
world
nothing to do
doesn't
with you.
yeah, the world
Yeah.
doesn't revolve around you at all. My
I
world
just laugh at them.
bro, somebody posted
laugh at your videos.
somebody posted a story and I don't even watch their stories. And somebody had to send me their story saying and I'm like, yo, like don't send me this shit. I don't care.
I don't explain myself.
No, of course
I don't
not.
explain myself. When people think I'm talking about them or something, do you?
That's why I said
I'm not
just
explaining
stop.
myself to you, yeah.
Stop sending me that shit because I'm not like I don't care,
Yeah.
bro. Like it's ridiculous that somebody thinks that. You know what I mean? But like, people are gonna people, bro. People fucking suck. And
Yeah.
including me. I'm sure there's people out there going, Clark fucking sucks, and they're probably right.
You know what? I hope they're listening because that's a view.
Hey, haters are louder too, right?
That's another reason why I don't post or share like anything I do outside of lifting. Because to me, like I don't care to show it off or show. I'm doing all that stuff for me. I'm hanging out with my
Yeah.
family, driving.
Right.
You know, like the thing with bringing you over to eat. Like I didn't even care to post that.
Right.
You know, but my boy wanted to post everything because he was so shocked that
Yeah.
I have a white person who's Christian eating at a Muslim dinner table and eating like at Futur, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was shocking to these people that you just have a white person here eating with you, and your mom is there, and you're like it's normal,
Bro, but it was a big deal. It was normal for us, right?
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you as a human, but that is a big deal, right?
But
In
they
that
don't know that
culture.
you've been to my house.
Right.
They don't know you've met my
Right,
family,
right.
and all of them. You know what I mean?
But
So-
I mean, your culture made it a big deal,
yeah,
right?
it's different.
Yeah.
I mean, even Americans, even
Right.
yeah, the white
Oh,
people. Are,
dude.
you have a white person at your house
Dude,
and
so-
chilling, and your mom wears a scarf. And yeah, she still wore a scarf when Clark is there. What's the difference?
Right,
you know?
yeah, and so many people messaged me about that too. They're like, "Oh, how was that?" I was like, "Top 5 best moments of my life, without a doubt." And that's because I can't recall the other 4 right now. You know what I mean? But like, dude, that was so much fun, and that, that opened another door in the sense like that I already knew, but it let people in for 1 second, right? Because Abe tagged you in all the videos,
Yeah.
like you did last night or whatever. So it showed up on your feed finally. People finally saw, oh shit, like, 1 second of it. And then I made that video and like, dude, that was such an awesome experience. And it's crazy, like, that the most aggressive, for a lack of a better term, aggressive man I've ever met is the sweetest teddy bear there is, bro. Like, inviting me into his
I've never,
home.
ever, any experience I've ever had with Husam has just been nice.
The nicest
Like,
person.
I've never had bad encounters.
No.
From
Even the first
time
day I
I've
met you.
Yeah, at Powerhouse.
Yeah.
Standby. Yeah, he came up to me. I was posing, and he started talking to me.
I had a bad encounter with him before he liked me, because you invited me to a leg day, but said it was at 6:30 in the morning, and I was like, I can't make that, bro. Like, I'm not. It's a Saturday. I'm not coming to LA at Saturday.
I worked that.
Yeah, and then I text him, hey, bro, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I'm sorry. And then you hit me back with I guess you're just not that dedicated. Ooh. Yes, dude.
I was like,
dude, I started laughing so hard because like that didn't offend me. Like I'm just going at a later time. Like, what are you talking? I don't have to go at 6:30, bro. Like, that dedicated. What are you talking about? So it made me laugh. And then later we ran into each other again, and I remember I was thinking the whole time, I'm like, this motherfucker big dogged me one time, and here we are working out together now.
We worked out his shoulders. It was fun.
That was after my show.
Now your family.
Yeah, that was after my show.
Your show. Yeah.
And then just a random day. And just showed up, and you're like, what are you hitting? I was like, shoulders. What are you hitting? You're like, shoulders. And that was it.
History, yeah.
And that was on the
same thing. He was watching me pose, and then we started talking, and the same thing. It was just clicked.
Yeah.
I was trying to think like how I started following you or what, because
you shot me a messenger like, can I come meet and talk to you?
But I had been following you before that, for sure.
You started following me because of Sal or Husam?
I think me.
I followed you for years, dude.
I was following. I was one of the first people to follow him.
Yeah, I followed you for a while.
Since 2013.
That's when I kind of started there.
Yeah, I've been following you for a while, and then I inquired after Sal did, because I was like, all right, I need a coach, and then I heard that one thing about you, and that's what I wanted to sit down.
You asked me about him too.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think he's the best coach.
That I didn't know how to PCC people.
I didn't word it like that. I just said somebody said something about this.
Somebody told somebody that I didn't know how to do that.
And I just wanted to understand, right?
I sat you down and took you to school.
No, it wasn't you. No.
Somebody told me you didn't know how, and I told him like somebody.
Yes, somebody told you.
Yeah, somebody told me.
That somebody is mutual friends with the person that told me. Because the dude that told me was telling me like, watch out if you decide to go on steroids, because he doesn't know how to PCT.
Yeah.
And for the record, that person is working with me.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. And you made him look sweet as fuck. But anyway, like, so.
I mean, that's all water under the bridge.
Right, of course. Yeah.
That's history.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, like, I always give people the benefit of the doubt. They don't know better.
Right. Ignorance is
let
real.
Let me teach you.
Right.
Yeah,
and that's why.
I didn't know you yet either.
Yeah.
You weren't that known.
No, because I was still like half in fitness, and then half still like what was I doing at the time?
You were in dental school.
I was still trying to go to dental school.
Yeah.
And I was personal training at Powerhouse Troy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, dude.
Which is insane.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So like people didn't know me like that.
Right. No, for sure. And I had to sit you down to tell you how I diet, because I knew you were not gonna believe me, or even you would be like, what the fuck? But then when we sat down and talked, you were like, you're right. I needed you to sit down and talk.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, because I was eating 1 pound of meat twice a day, and then half a cup of oats. That was it.
That's insane.
That was it, with mustard on the meat, and it was 96.4. That's how I went into my show. Meat.
Yeah, and you had your hair down to here.
Not in my show.
No.
When I first worked with you, yep.
Yep.
Oh man, my first check-in picture is hilarious.
Yeah.
I was like 180 pounds. I'm 50 pounds away from that right now.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I was looking solid when me and Kuza we worked for
Hell yeah.
like a month and a half.
Yeah, it was like 2 months.
Yeah, I was looking solid. Yeah.
Well, your body transforms. You have the
dude. He got the good Arab genes. I got the shitty ones.
Yeah, you got great genetics, dude.
Bro,
like,
if I push 10 IUs.
Our family's from the same freaking
I
country,
would
bro.
look like Hadi Truman. If I push 10 IUs,
probably, dude. Yeah. Probably, if not Big Rammy with them fucking legs, dude. Yeah. But damn, I want to. God damn, stoner shit. I wanted to say something I forgot.
Oh, I was like, you can say whatever you
No,
want.
of course, I know that. But
no, like genetics wise,
there we go.
Sam has great genetics for both. In my opinion, I thought he would have made a phenomenal bodybuilder if he would have stuck with it. But I think powerlifting was just his suit, because we obviously talked about how strong he was while bodybuilding.
Right.
Kind of just showed like, hey, maybe just.
What's funny is the reason I changed to powerlifting is because of the last coach I had.
The last coach I had was because of me.
Not you.
Oh, the last coach before.
Yeah. You know.
So that's why you switched.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Why?
Because I put so much work, so much money, so much drugs into that last show I did as a bodybuilder, and it just
put the
I
sour
looked-
taste in your mouth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
I
yeah,
looked.
yeah.
It was the worst I ever looked on stage. You know, leading up to it, I was looking great. Stage day, I looked like pure shit. I looked like I didn't even work out.
I remember you
Like, when I
up
see
there
the
going
pictures,
like this.
I sent you. I remember when he was getting ready, and I sent you his story one
I
day,
seen it. I
and
hated
I
you
was
for
like,
that.
"What the fuck is this guy doing?"
Right.
Yeah.
It was like 3 hours of fucking
know.
cardio.
Like stairs a day out,
Yeah.
2 days out.
And but I remember you being on stage asking for water, and I was like,
'cause-
oh no, that's
I
not
was-
a good look.
Yeah, because my body was just not like everything, bro.
See?
I looked so deflated. My body was just
Man,
not
like this is one of my
comprehending.
biggest pet peeves about
Yeah.
coaching.
Right.
So,
These sour experiences that people experience.
and that's why I wanted to do one last show with you, because I knew I would get up there. I knew I could get my pro card. And what's funny is if I go back and got with you from the beginning, I would have my pro card.
I
Oh,
think
without
you
a
would.
doubt.
Yeah,
I think you
without
would.
a doubt.
Yeah. And I'll say that confidently,
Yeah.
with cockiness
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah, I mean, who would stop you?
No,
Who's
he
going to
would-
prove
he
you wrong?
would.
Yeah.
Bro, all I needed was my
He would
legs
make
to get
he
dry.
would make such a good light heavy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
212.
Well, how tall are you?
5'8.5". 5'8".
5'8.5".
I want that half.
I
bro.
know, I know.
Light heavy middleweight, he would be phenomenal. At.
What weight
like you know
class
how
is that?
shredded you would be.
195 to 2.
Yeah, 206 ish, 202 and a half. But that is one thing I hate is look at how that experience ruined his chances or
Right.
drive to compete. And like we know somebody too that like had a horrible experience with guidance, and it just put the most sour taste in their mouth with competing. Never want to try it again, never want to do it, and they didn't even compete. They didn't even get that far because of how bad the guidance was. And I see it so much, and I see it, and then some of these people come to me and they think, okay, I'm gonna get with a new coach, maybe it'll be different, but they're still so damaged from it mentally that they don't want anything to do with it still.
Right. Their only goal is still compete, and you're like, we gotta adjust other shit first.
Yeah.
And then they're like, now they're overthinking it, and they're like, wait, I gotta go through it again.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, that is ridiculous. But there was an amazing silver lining with this one. because homie's
of
going
powerlifter.
after the
Oh, yeah,
fucking
yeah,
world
yeah.
record.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like that sour taste. First, it's what is it?
This
First
is-
they're
first
sour,
it's-
then they're
then
sweet.
yeah.
Yeah.
That man, and you like those, right? Sour Patch.
I do.
Holy fuck! Get this guy a sponsor. Oh my god,
out to
dude!
Sour
Your whole fucking story is a Sour Patch Kid.
Bro, so
you're built
Literally.
like one too.
People send teddy bear. People send me so many times.
I know.
Screenshots or selfies or stuff.
What,
Now-
Sour Patch Kids?
Yeah.
That's your
and
thing?
Now people wear
Yeah.
the scarf.
What isn't his thing, bro? What isn't his thing?
People wear the scarf
Bro,
when they
people-
train now?
Yeah. And
I
they send me,
did.
they're like, am I going to hit as heavy as number as you are? I'm like, maybe.
I almost asked you to bring 3 of them so we could all wear one for the pod. That would have been so awesome.
almost wore it,
That
and
would
I
have
was
been
like,
so awesome, dude.
Oh,
love
damn.
wearing it.
Right? Yeah, we'll
I
have
have
to
3 too.
We'll
I
have to
should've.
do something like that next time because you're definitely coming back on.
Yeah, I don't mind. I
Yeah.
love it.
No, I love
I
you.
can talk with y'all all day. We can
fucking
have
day.
5 hours.
Yeah,
podcast.
dude.
So with school,
Mm-hmm.
you're done. Are you moving back here or are you staying over there?
Ooh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, so there was a lot of choices I had, right? First, I wanted to go to Tampa. That was my option. I always wanted to move to Tampa. Powerlifting world is dope, and having that city like would be dope. And I love new experiences.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person that just picks up some leaves, and I don't care if I have friends or not out there. I know I'll have a
Think about
circle.
where you're going. This man, before he left to Chicago, told me the day before.
I remember.
The day before, dude. I was
That's how I
crying in his garage. Like what? Like what? Yeah. Like my best friend during this whole lockdown shit is like, yeah, bro, I'm moving tomorrow. Come through. What?
That's how I am, bro. And I wanted, like I said, I love being uncomfortable. So with Chicago, that was the reason. I need to move out there. I need to get uncomfortable. I need to just be dependent on myself because I'm comfortable here. My mom, my dad, my parents.
Yeah.
Everything is easy for me, right? Over there, I'm cooking, cleaning. I have to vacuum and wash dishes. I have to scrub my own toilet and stuff. Like, I've never done that before. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So it teaches you so much. And that's where I like. And that's why when people ask me, what are you doing? I'm like, bro, I can tell you I'm doing something now, but the time I have to make a decision might be a whole different decision, you know? So
All right.
now the goal is to come back here because that's
Okay.
the most logic one to do with money and expenses and helping my family as well. and having the options of working here.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of opportunities
There
here.
a certain type of nursing you want to go into?
ER or ICU.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, you would have been so dope if I had him, because you would have loved. Well, you would have hated me because I was like, I hated getting needles, which is ironic, I know.
That's
but
funny.
I hated fucking when they were drawing
I've
blood.
had those types of patients.
Yeah, no,
I make it into a joke.
dude, a nurse had to tell me to shut the fuck up. She was like, "Shut the fuck up, just let me do it." And I was like, "Okay." That's what I need sometimes. I'm like, "All right,
Yeah.
take it."
Shut
and
you
then,
up.
and then
Yeah.
she left. Yeah, but my arms were jello, bro. They were so swollen you couldn't find veins anymore. So they were taking out of my hands the last like 3 or 4 days, and that just sucked. And then it would fill up like 2 vials, and they're like, "We got to poke again for that 3rd or 4th one."
Yeah, that
Dude,
sucks.
I was a pin cushion in there. I hated it, but it would have been so dope if you were there. Just pick
patients
me up
love
and
me.
carry me around.
Patients love me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of
I'm
course.
energetic. I'm smiley. I laugh and joke
Yeah.
around. They talk about my muscle. I joke with them about my muscle. Like nothing offends me. So everything they say, I take it as a joke.
You
and go
love,
with it.
yeah.
So patients love that. They're comfortable.
Follow-up question.
Hey man.
Do you want to become a nurse practitioner?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
here, you take it over with this
Yeah.
because you're.
Yeah, my wife's a nurse practitioner.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
You've told me that.
So
before.
I just find a lot of, as of recently at least, a lot of graduating nurses want to do the nurse practitioner.
It's beautiful. It's great.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think it feeds you guys better practice, better application and practice, because you guys, most schools require you to work
Yeah.
for X amount of years
Yeah.
before you can even apply.
Exactly.
Like my wife Dina worked for like a year.
Okay.
And then applied and did everything. And now she's an ENT NP.
Nice.
Yeah, she does pediatric stuff.
Okay. I can't do kids.
So she does do
Too
so
hard.
listen to so
Yeah.
she wrote the handbook on
Okay.
trach care at Beaumont Royal Oak
No way.
for babies.
That's insane.
And
Shout out Dina.
And most babies
It's
what
super hard, bro.
are
to do
getting
on
trachs
adults.
when they're preemies.
Yeah.
So they're like 25,
Yeah,
they're like 28, 29 weekers.
Yeah.
You thought Blake was small?
Right.
Bro, they're like
These
4
guys are
pounds,
like
5
this.
pounds.
These guys
Yeah.
are this big.
Blake was that big, right?
My son was 4 pounds 10 ounces.
No way.
3 weeks early.
Oh wow.
But like she's taking care of kids that are 2 pounds lighter,
Right.
And have trachs.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got to see that, bro. It's sad.
I couldn't do
I don't know
that.
how she does her
I
job.
can't do
Right,
it.
yeah.
I
don't-
can't do it. I get too attached to babies, and I'm just like, man, like
Well, yeah, you are a family man.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
makes so much sense that
babies.
you're
I can't mess with babies or cancer.
really.
Yep,
Oh,
those
so I
two.
wouldn't have seen you.
Yeah, those two things. Yeah, because it was before you. I have 2 aunts that passed away from cancer, and they were
Right.
young. So I don't mess. I hate
Yeah.
cancer. I'll start tearing up.
I mean,
Right.
like you're gonna make a great dad.
Yeah.
That's the
Fuck
goal.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
See,
gonna
I'm
make a
I'm
great
yeah,
tearing
dad.
no,
up right
for
now
sure.
talking about cancer.
Right, no, for
Move
sure.
on with that. Son.
No, he's gonna make a great dad.
But no,
like
that's
me,
all
I
good.
freak out. Like if Blake makes a noise, I'm like,
Right.
what's wrong?
100%.
I
But-
have fun. I love babies. I love healthy babies. You know, I hope all the kids are healthy.
Right.
Yeah, no.
It makes a lot of sense. As
So
to
if
why
you were a nurse practitioner, you'd be what? You'd want to work ER, probably
I
ICU.
would probably work in a clinic.
Oh, like outpatient.
Yeah, with my
Okay.
dad probably.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
fucking
Your dad
saint.
saved his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that was so
He's a
crazy.
genius.
Yeah.
I've never seen other than you. You know, with what you do.
No, your dad's probably 1,000 times smarter
Yeah,
than me.
that's why I'm saying other than what you do, like this guy, bro. You ask him anything,
And he knows.
and he knows.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, how do you know these words? I would say this word, and he'll give me that definition. I'm like, bro, you didn't even grow up here. How do you know this word? He's like, I just read books for fun. I'm like, what do you mean? You
I
know?
lift 800 pounds for fun. Not read books.
But imagine your brain, like how much you can comprehend. Like I would literally send him a topic, and he sends me questions.
Right. Just already.
Yeah, off his head.
Man.
Yeah. Like I'll tell him, Dad, this is my friend has this.
Is he
this is what
internal
she
medicine?
has.
Or what is
Basically,
it?
urgent
Yeah.
care.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so everything.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah. So.
Bro, hearing your dad's story was so nuts at that dinner. His dad was a prisoner of war, like under Saddam
From
Hussein.
Iraq,
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
escaped from prison, escaped, and then like went over the Syria border with his family.
Yeah.
You were born back home or no?
I was born in Iraq. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born in Iraq. 3 years old. We fled to Jordan, and then from
Oh, Jordan.
Yeah.
Then to Syria.
Straight to Syria. We didn't stay in Jordan long. It was just a stopping. That was the easiest way for us to get migrated you know, under the border, basically.
Man.
Yeah, to Jordan.
Dude, there
That's
is
crazy.
so many layers to it
Yeah.
too.
This is one
Like my
thing.
dad. My dad was born there. My dad was 5 when he moved.
Okay.
So think about that. My dad was like Sam's age.
Right.
That's why I don't even consider my parents from there. I just say we're all first generation.
Right.
Yeah, that's one thing when people ask me, like, you're always so positive. You're always such in a great mood.
Well, you've been through some
I'm
shit,
like,
bro.
like, life is great. Like, I got, like, no offense. People complain here. Sure, they have their reasoning. But to me, personally, I have no reason to complain, bro. I have a roof over my head. I'm breathing. I'm healthy. My family's safe. We got money. We got, like, everything we need. We always can eat, drink water. Bro, I can shower with hot, cold. And in Syria, when we lived, you had a furnace, right? So if you shower for too long, the water goes cold. So you have a time. So we're 6 people.
Like a flame heater.
Yeah.
Like a hot water heater on a flame. Yeah.
So we have 6 people. You have 5 minutes to shower. You don't get to my sisters don't get to have 30 minutes to shower. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we all shared a room. All 4 of our siblings.
When'd you move here?
2005. I was 11 years old.
Because you lived in Poland, right?
That was later on. I was here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. I lived in Syria for 8 years.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha.
Yeah, and then we're supposed to come in 2003, but the whole war with Iraq happened.
Oh, yeah.
So then they canceled our visa because my dad worked in the
Was he-
army as a doctor.
oh.
So they're like, "Hey, you might be one of the army people. We can have you
And
come."
Pops went to jail under Saddam
Under Saddam.
because he was helping both sides. He was helping the rebels and the soldiers, and he even talked about it. He's
As
like,
a doctor.
Yeah, he's like, I saw people hurt.
Yeah.
How was I not going to help? That's where this man comes from.
Yeah.
So the people
This
that
man
had
is
the
a
revolution,
fucking teddy bear, bro.
the people that had the revolution were my uncles, my mom's side. One of my uncles got shot in his foot.
Big Unk?
No,
Okay, that's your mom's side though,
that's
right?
my mom's side. Yeah, his older brother. Right?
Dude,
one
Big
of them got
Unk
shot.
is a caveman.
One of them got shot in his forearm. He has the bullet still, and then the other one got shot in his foot. They cut his foot. First, they started cutting it at the ankle, and they're like, "Nope, your disease is going up." It was gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea.
Gangrene.
Gangrene.
Gangrene. Gonorrhea.
Suck at it. Bro, these medical terms I can never say them. I can
Bro,
barely
no.
speak normal
Well,
English.
yeah.
Yeah, with these medical terms, I'm like, whenever I'm reading something, I'm like, I cannot say this. The
English
teacher's
is
like,
what?
try. I'm like, I'm not going to.
Your third language?
Second.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. So then they had to cut his leg all the way
Yeah.
above his knee, and my dad basically saved all their lives. And then
But that was against like
they were
Saddam's.
against
a
the
rebel.
city,
Yeah.
yeah, because he was killing people, doing all that, and they did the revolution.
Yeah, of
thing,
course.
and, yeah, and then my dad was helping my mom's family.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they ran out, and then they were trying to get my dad and tell us where they went, and you helped them, and you're going to jail, and they were trying to kill him.
So from that to an urgent care, me walking in, hunched over because I got a collapsed lung, going, I think I need X-rays. And
Yeah.
they brought me back. Pops comes in the room going, "Are you okay?" And I was like, I mean, yeah, you know, like I hurt. And he's like, no. Are you in pain? I'm like, yeah, when I cough or something that hurts. He's like, no, you need to go to the hospital tonight. He checked my oxygen and he's like, come look at this X-ray. He's like, your lung is not showing up on the
Yeah.
X-ray.
Have you ever seen the picture of his lung?
Sent me it. He sent me it.
Oh,
right
I
after
was,
he
I
got
was,
it.
he was up to
I
date.
had
on
Dina look at
everything.
it and everything, and she's like, "It looks like either pneumonia
Bro, I
or
was
collapsed
up till
lung."
5 in the morning,
Yeah, he talked to me
and
all
I had
night.
I had a meet the next day, and I was up till 5 in the morning texting him while he's in the hospital. He's telling me like, "Bro, they're taking forever, bro. I'm still waiting." And I'm like, "Bro, just stay calm, just stay relaxed."
The whole time too. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing up?
Yeah.
Like, because that was the thing. It was a Thursday because I was supposed to go to your meet on Saturday.
Yeah,
I
yep.
was so
This
hyped.
is October.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to go to your meet on Saturday, and I text you. I'm like, bro, I don't know if I can even cheer for you.
Yeah.
I can barely breathe. I can barely walk 10
Yeah.
feet.
That's how it started.
And he goes, bro, go see my dad. And I was like, okay. And then the dominoes fucking fell. Went from thinking I had COVID the week before to knowing I had pneumonia to 3 doctors that have worked for like collectively 90 to 100 years going, yeah, we've never seen this. And then that's when everything happened.
Yeah, it's crazy. One thing led to the other.
Yeah.
So Pops was, thank God Pops was here and joined the revolution and
And
got out of the fuck. Yeah, bro, are you kidding me? Like, it's crazy how that little butterfly effect, right? The little flap of the wings that happens fucking thousands of miles away in Iraq and then leads your Pops here and saves me, bro.
Saves your life.
That's when people tell me who you look up to. I'm like, my father.
Yeah.
I've never met a man like him who's so collective, calm, super chill, bro. Super chill. This guy, nothing pisses him off. Nothing bothers him.
Nicest man I've ever met.
Yeah, like my mom's side, my grandma is complicated. Super complicated, bro. One of those OG grandmas that likes her ways. And my dad just chill, laid back, lets her do whatever she wants. You know, some patients, when I used to work with him as a medical assistant, bro, they go crazy, start yelling and stuff. My dad comes in, hey, how are you? Smiling, just nothing ruins this guy's mood. And I'm like, bro, how are you so patient and collective with people? And that's one thing I always, thrive to be, just like that, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it was quite the experience meeting.
He's my hero.
Yeah,
I love that guy.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
No, that's dope. That is cool. And you're going into some medical, and you are in the medical field, not going, which is nice because then like you can work with your dad side by side eventually, hopefully one day. But that'd be like a really cool experience for you, especially hearing how close you guys are. Yeah.
We're very close.
Do you have brothers?
Yeah, I have an older brother, and then I have an older sister and a younger sister.
Oh, okay.
We're 4.
So you're the
boys, 2
middle?
girls.
You're like the middle child?
Yeah. Neglected.
Have they been to a meet, your parents?
Oh, all of them.
Oh,
They are the loudest people. People know they're my family. They also, that's the last shirt I made for their for the meet.
Oh, okay.
And they all wear the same shirts. My whole family.
Shouts out M3.
Yeah, she's
Shouts
the goat.
Hashem and the Gym Freak, bro.
Yeah. And shout out those boys.
Yeah.
But yeah, they came to my meet. My mom, the first meet, she was super quiet. She didn't know what to do or anything. And she saw how many people were cheering for me. So she's like, oh, my people love my kid.
Son.
Yeah, like everybody's cheering for him. Because over here, you know how it is with the Arabic culture, Dearborn. People are, kind of jealous in a way, hold back, don't always support each other. That's a nice way of saying it, right?
That's a nice way of saying it.
Nice way of saying it. So other than that, when she went out there, people were supporting me, yelling my name. She's like, this is dope. So my mom right away stands up, starts
ready
screaming.
to go.
Yep,
Yeah.
ready to go. Last one, same thing. Somebody came up to me and they're like, we love your family. I'm like, my family? They're like, who doesn't?
Yeah.
You can tell those are your family, So it's dope. I love it.
No, that's cool.
They're so supportive.
So what's the next plan? Take me through the rest of this year.
Rest of this year, so basically May, hit that meet. Hopefully hit a total of 2,100. I'm only doing 6 lifts, so usually you get 9 attempts. I'm waiving my last attempt for each one.
So 2.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm going to be doing. We're going to be doing RPE 8, so that way it's just another training day.
Literal warm-up.
Yeah. My body doesn't get overbeat where I need a week off or whatever the case is. I can just jump straight back to training. And after that, take my NCLEX, pass that, start my job, help my family with whatever I can help them, move back here hopefully. And aim for the world record. I'm really pushing towards that.
And that's October again?
October. Yeah. That's when I want
Dude,
to.
I get goosebumps when you talk about this shit. I really do.
I don't like to overthink it because
I know.
I get emotional. I'm an emotional person, so if I overthink it, bro, when you think about it, you can kind of comprehend it because we're not from here. I wasn't born here. You were, right?
Yeah, I was.
So I'm not from here. To come here and be a world record holder and be known in United States of America.
Yeah.
An Iraqi immigrant from a city that you probably don't even know and any American doesn't know. You know Nasiriyah?
No.
No, that's a little city that people in the Middle East don't know about it either sometimes. So for me to come from there to be a world record holder, hopefully in the future, in the States, is insane to me.
Yeah.
Bro, and I'll never comprehend it.
You're like the Arabic superhero. For real.
When I hit the world record, I'll take that title.
Okay. Dude, that'll be the new one.
That'll be good.
That'll be the new one.
That'll be dope. Because I don't know any Arabic person who's a top powerlifter.
Yeah? Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah. So Big Ramy is the top bodybuilder, obviously.
Yeah, Big Ramy, Hadi.
Yeah, Hadi Shaban. Yeah. And there's no powerlifter.
No.
Yeah.
Not yet.
That'll be dope.
Not yet.
If
Dude,
you compare me to Big Ramy, that would kind of be insane.
Bro,
the best powerlifter and best bodybuilder. Maybe we can hit a workout together.
Hell
That'd
yeah.
be insane.
Hell yeah. Well, you went to O2, didn't you?
Yeah, he was working out right by me.
As a bodybuilder, this fucking guy.
I was there.
I remember you sent me.
They offered to coach you too,
yeah,
right?
I'm a Dutch Kanani and their whole crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they sent me the list and.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that anabolic chicken list.
Oh boy. Never seen a longer list in my life. It was longer than my mom's grocery list, bro. I swear to God. I had to pin every single day, 7 days a week.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Did you do it for a little bit?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You just saw the list.
Yeah, I saw the list. I'm like, no, thank you.
Man,
I was 21 years old.
Right.
bro.
No, I remember.
Yeah, I'm a kid, and you're telling me I got to do all of this to turn pro? No, thank you. That's not the route I want to go.
But you wouldn't have just turned pro. You would have turned into a balloon.
Yeah.
you would
And
turn
then
into a different person.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You
Like a
would have
different
morphed.
human.
Yeah, I would have ate myself right now.
You're fucking talking about grip right now at 2 IUs. You would have been. Your hands would have been bubbles.
I know.
I don't know how true the stories are that come out of that camp, but like some of those pros have left, and they've left because it was so strict.
Yeah.
Oh, straight.
It was
There's
like,
no women in the gym.
well, besides that part,
Right.
you're in an Arabic country.
Yeah,
You know, that's
yeah.
going to be different regardless.
It's
but
dry too, right?
not just that,
Yeah.
how strict they were on them. Wake up time, eat time,
Everything.
Oh, really?
sleep
Yeah,
time,
robot.
second
They control
train time,
everything?
First train time. Everything you're doing is
Well,
controlled.
they're paying for everything.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
You're pretty much an employee.
yeah.
That would be cool. I mean, it would be hard, like
Yeah.
with all the drugs and shit and
It's
strenuous.
cool for
but it
one,
would,
one show, and then
Like Reagan, I think,
Yeah.
was there, and I think Reagan talked about it.
But he left too
He's
because
young.
he wanted to do classic, and they had him at like 300 fucking pounds, and now he wants to do open.
Yeah.
Because remember, he competed in classic.
yeah. But imagine going from a lifestyle of living in Canada, having a girlfriend, and being out wherever you
To
want.
say
yeah.
you can't do shit.
Exactly.
Right.
You know,
You're in
nothing
bed
there
by
like-
9 p.m.
Exactly.
That's nuts.
Bro, they sleep, pray, eat,
Right.
repeat.
Right.
Bodybuilding.
And where is it?
That's in Kuwait.
Kuwait.
Yeah. So, and it's hot there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's the
beautiful, though.
literal
It's
desert,
beautiful.
right?
I was gonna say that's one of the places in the Middle East I'd like to visit.
beautiful.
Is
Yeah.
Kuwait.
Yeah. Bro, O2 is heaven. It's 4 floors, okay? There's a floor for legs, there's floor for back, and there's floor for chest. And then there's a floor for arms.
Isn't there a basement pool
In the
too?
basement, there is pool, and there's 3
the
different
biggest
pools.
pool you've ever seen.
Right? There's 3 different pools by each other. Then there is a hot pool, a hot tub.
Yeah.
And then there's an ice tub right in front of it, literally. And then you have the sauna and then all the steam room and all that. It's insane.
yeah,
the
and it's-
locker room is like as big as this whole building.
Yeah,
It's insane.
It's like a caliber all to its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy just opened it because he likes bodybuilding.
Literally.
And there's spotters there employed.
yeah,
They like
employed.
stand around, wait to spot you, know
They
how to
come
spot.
clean after you.
Oh
after
my
you get
God.
on
And
the
they all
wipe
have
it.
the big joggers.
Is it like an
suits on.
open gym? Like normal people can have a membership?
You could, yeah.
Like Kuwaitis can have a membership?
Anybody can have a membership, yeah.
What's
But
a
it's
membership
expensive.
cost?
It's $100, like $200 or $180, something like that.
That ain't that
That's
bad.
not bad at all.
No.
I'd
For
pay
that?
I'd pay that right now and cancel
they
every
have
gym membership.
dinars, so that you have to pay 75 dinar.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
their money's more expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, their money's worth more than the dollar?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Kuwait's a very rich country, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
They have oil.
Because remember the homie that I saw at the one booth when we went to eat, my homie Sully. Remember
Yeah.
you were laughing. You're like, "Oh, I replace you." Yeah.
Yeah.
He went to Kuwait a couple years ago,
Okay.
and he like took videos and shit and showed me. And what a place
beautiful.
that looks like.
Yeah, no, it looks sweet.
Gorgeous. They have one of the biggest malls in the Middle East.
Yeah,
They
my
have the
brother-in-law
third or
was
fourth?
stationed there.
4th tallest.
One of the fourth tallest buildings,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My
And
brother-in-law
the
was
bridges?
stationed in Kuwait
Oh, wow.
when he was in the Marines. And he said the mall was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And there's a mall for women. There's a floor for women.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So like they can shop and they can do what they have to do.
So like different stores just posted up
Yeah.
right there, probably
Yeah.
throughout
And that's
the mall
it.
too.
Yep.
That's
It's
crazy.
dope. Yeah, it's dope. Dubai is where I really want to visit.
I want to visit the UAE.
Yeah.
But I want to go when I have enough money just to.
So one of my
Go
good
around.
friends is from there, and he was telling me because like we were supposed to go there and like spend New Year's there because their New Year's is unbelievable, like at the Burj Khalifa and everything.
Yeah.
And he was telling me he's like, there's an expensive way to do Dubai, and there's a normal vacation way to do Dubai. And he was just telling me like you can go there and not spend a lot, but you ain't gonna experience Dubai.
Right. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how much you gotta pay to like do the ride camel, and then they have this whole sitting gathering thing where they bring people and dance in front of you, belly dancers and stuff, and you're eating and drinking shy and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I want to experience all that.
Yeah, you want to experience it all.
Exactly.
I want to skydive right into the palms.
Ooh.
That's insane. Have you seen that restaurant they have? That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in the sky. Bro,
Oh
you're
yeah,
literally
it
sitting
floats
in
up.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got seatbelts on and shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to eat. I'd be
You wouldn't even get in.
no, exactly. I'd be if I
Yeah.
did, I'd be holding onto that seatbelt the whole time, and I'd probably black out up there.
You know, they have so much to do. I want to drive a Lambo.
I looked
there
at
from there.
I looked at flights and stuff. I looked at, and it was over like a $15,000 trip
Yeah, I say you need a 50K.
to
To
really
have
enjoy it.
fun.
I'd say
Yeah.
you need like 30 to 40,000.
Yeah.
like
Would
have
that
fun.
would that
to
get
dispose of.
you right? Would that
Yeah,
get you
extra money.
Yeah.
a lot there?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is their money worth more than ours?
I do not know.
I don't know,
Yeah,
clue.
yeah.
But
Bro, there's a place where you go and it has different like roads, and each road you go through is a different country, right? My brother went there with his wife. Okay.
oh, like they have like different countries, like food, spices,
yeah,
all that.
yeah,
stuff.
clothes, and when you walk, that person from that country is there, speaking their language and explaining everything to you.
Wow.
So you get to explore the whole world just in that one place.
Oh, fuck.
And enjoy all the
That's
food.
so
and
Yeah, yeah,
stuff.
that's sweet.
Yeah, which is insane.
They have a lot of cool
so
stuff there.
dope.
They have like that flower garden with
Yeah.
all sculptures
Yeah.
of flowers,
Yeah.
and like you can walk through it and stuff. They got a lot of cool stuff there.
Yeah.
I know you guys wouldn't, but I'd like to take mushrooms and go there. Because
I would not remember
Cut your
anything.
hand off.
Yeah,
I
no,
would not
that's
remember
not how
anything.
that works. This guy, Reefer Madness, cut your hand off. No, dude, you'd be in peace. You'd be like looking at all the colors and shit, seeing the fireworks.
No,
on that.
dude, I'm saying it's so illegal to do stuff
Oh,
like that.
they
in the
would
Middle
cut
East.
my hand
Yeah.
off. Got you. Yeah,
How
you're
you
right.
gonna sneak mushrooms or
Would
like
they
weed
know?
there?
Would they
Huh?
know it's a mushroom pizza? Habibi, come on.
Mushroom pizza. They probably have.
I'd give him a piece. Give him try it. Enlighten yourself.
Shit, I wonder how you'd get out of jail if you didn't get locked up
wouldn't.
there,
Yeah,
bro.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, that'd be
We'd have to
insane.
call Biden and like try to figure out how to get you out.
We got a
We'll
American
trade.
citizen.
That'd be a whole thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, nah, he's got one lung.
No, yeah, Dubai looks amazing.
And Thailand.
That's where I want to go.
Thailand?
Oh,
yeah, dude.
Bro,
Well,
and it's cheap. It's
cheap
not-
as fuck, and like crazy cultural
Yeah.
difference. And apparently, it's like they call
so
it
many
the,
people talk about it.
Yeah, they call it the land of smiles.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
apparently everybody there is just like
A lot of people
so
live there.
nice. Yeah.
Victor Black lives there.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. There's a lot of
Yeah,
people.
oh yeah, he does. He was
He's
saying
just
that.
like an online Instagram like
Yeah.
drug coach. That's
Yeah.
what he does. But like the other day I was going through it. I saw it. He's like, yeah, I live in Thailand where I can live off of. It was like 100,000 US can make me live like a millionaire here.
Yep. 100%.
$500 will last you a whole week and extra.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's,
While you're
it's
there.
apparently nuts how the money exchange works, and like they're just like the coolest people. Apparently, they just vibe with it the
Yeah.
whole time.
Huh. That's cool.
That's where you should visit.
I really want to go.
Have you been to Hawaii?
No.
Hawaii's dope
Have you?
as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, Hawaii was unbelievable.
Yeah, I went with Dylan.
When I was there, dude, it was like I was like, this is a movie.
I went with Dylan,
Yeah?
so I got to experience Hawaii. It
Yeah.
was insane. We took helicopter rides.
yeah,
and
I
shit.
took a helicopter ride across like the whole island of Maui.
Okay, we did
not
the
Maui,
big
yeah,
island.
Maui.
We
yeah.
did the big island.
No, I didn't do the big island, and I was just like, dude, this is surreal.
Crazy, dude. The
I
big
love
island.
traveling.
Yeah, of course.
That's something I want to do a lot
Yeah,
of.
we were hoping to do a lot of it, then we ended up having a kid.
COVID. Oh,
That's why I-
because of COVID too.
It's hard when you have a kid.
Now it's
It's
impossible.
impossible.
Yeah.
It like thankfully like her mom can watch him a lot, but it's like then it's like you feel bad. What am I
Right,
going to
yeah.
do? Ask you to watch him for a week 3 times a year? Like
because we want to travel.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
Plus, I want to take him to these places.
Right,
so
of course.
My brother takes his kid.
yeah, how old's your
Yeah.
nephew?
He's a year, a little bit over a year.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, that's easy. That's not easy, but it's easier to travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a newborn.
And he's
With
a
a-
fat boy. I call him a fat boy.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he has the cankles.
Is
like
he gonna
that,
grow up to be
yeah.
like you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, he is already like a thick baby.
Well, I mean, the genetics.
was
if you
oversized.
saw his uncle, you'd be like, "Oh, of course." Like, Unc is
I
a
think
Unc is
you've
a
seen him before.
caveman.
He's
bro.
your mom's brother.
Yeah, you've seen him probably before.
Maybe.
Yeah.
One time I was like getting into an argument with somebody in the locker room, and then Unc walked in, and I felt so comfortable to say whatever the fuck I wanted to say. Because first off, the dude that I was arguing with would have obliterated me. So it was like, I'm just gonna go for gold anyway, right? Because it's gonna be one punch, I'm gonna be knocked out, I'm not gonna remember it anyway. But then when Unc came in, I was almost like, yeah, I do feel a little different now. Because then he's trying to cut in, but Unc's this tall, just a muscle, like not
I guess
cut.
5'11", 5'10".
No.
Yeah.
Don't lie to my face like
I
that.
swear.
You're lying to my face.
He's shrinking now because he broke his neck.
He broke his neck?
Yeah.
How did he break his neck?
I don't mean to laugh, Unc. If you watch this, I don't mean to laugh. I'm laughing because he
How did he break
says
his
shit
neck?
so
He
casually.
fell off. He was doing the ring twist, and he was doing a flip because he was in school to be what do they call it? Sports medicine something.
Oh, you're talking years ago.
Yeah. This 5,
Is
6
it
years
still
ago.
broke?
Well, it's fused now.
Right.
He was like a millimeter from being paralyzed from the neck down.
Also, they did a fusion of his.
Yep. He fell straight on his head.
Oh my
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
jeez.
So he survived that one. Shout out to Unc.
Shout out Unc. Unc is the best, dude.
Yeah.
He made us do a photo shoot one time in the schmog.
smog, yeah,
And he was like, now do the universe, and then like I got 100 pictures because he's like, all right, now do this, now do that. He loved it.
He loves bodybuilding. He loves fitting in.
Oh,
Did
that's
he,
sweet.
Did he obviously got you into it, right? Or because Pops doesn't lift like that. Pops is a caretaker.
No,
Right.
Pops doesn't lift like that. My uncle always lifted. He was the big guy, and
Yeah.
then I
Still
was
is.
wrestling, and then he would come watch all my wrestling.
Oh, you wrestled?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I did. I wrestled and I played soccer.
Okay.
Both of those, and then wrestling, I was really good, super strong. Like I was 116. My coach would put me up to 215, because that was their best guy. So he would send me up there, and then I couldn't pin them because they're so big. So I would beat them by points, literally, you know. So that was that, and then I was trying to get stronger for wrestling. So I was training with Unc, you know, at Oakwood Gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever dabble in jiu-jitsu?
I did for a little bit, and then I did MMA.
My
for a couple
brother-in-law,
years.
his school is part of the syndicate with Detroit Jiu-Jitsu, which is at Dearborn, and there's a ton of Muslim people that train there, and he got his black belt from down there too. So,
I always get invited
really,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
all the time.
Well, the homie Foreign Mentality. Why can't I think of his name right now?
Mun.
Yeah. He's all up in it still, right?
Yeah, he's a wrestler.
Dude, I love that dude.
Yeah.
I want to interview to him. I want to talk to him. He is a special character.
He's different.
but he's so dope.
Yeah.
Like
He travels,
Yes,
does the
he
food,
lives.
does-
He just climbed Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
And like
He's into
documented
all that
it.
stuff.
Dude, he's.
oh, that's pretty sweet.
Oh yeah. He's.
and he
legit.
wrestles.
Yeah.
That's what, oh, okay.
Dude, he's got a podcast too, Foreign Mentality, right?
Yep, yeah.
Dude, he's a dope dude. He's a
He is super
good
dope.
spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And then
like
from
that
there,
dude.
that's how we got into bodybuilding.
Man,
That's so dope.
and I was a powerlifter.
Yep,
Talk about the dominoes falling, bro.
exactly.
Crazy.
Yeah. Ain't shit
Can't-
really
can't
happened
change
cool
it.
in my life like that.
No,
Yeah, right, bro.
I feel like a
Talking about
lot
that shit.
happened in my
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
That's why people are like, man, sometimes you don't believe you're 27. You look like you're 35.
Well, okay, but you have experience about talking about it because you've been invited on podcasts, so
Yeah.
it's like it's not easier, but you know what to talk about. You know your life.
Yeah.
The interview with Abe. Nobody's ever interviewed you. Like we did, but it turned into just your knowledge on coaching. Nobody's
Yeah.
ever like, who is Dom? Everything you've ever done is like this fitness shit. So like it's gonna come out of you pretty soon. You're gonna realize like, how old are you?
27.
Yeah, your life is sweet. So like 27 and killing it, bro. Like, you know,
Some people didn't go through much.
no,
you know?
for sure.
Yeah, not everybody. I feel
No,
And you
yeah,
don't have
no
to.
doubt. You don't have to.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, I was just making a
No, for
making
sure.
a
Well,
shithole comment.
you're the opposite. So, well, fuck yeah, dude. Like, this was awesome, man. I'm so happy that you got to sit down. I'm so happy you were the first guest. Like,
Yeah,
appreciate
I'm
you
very
guys.
happy.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
an honor. You got to know a lot more about me this
Yeah,
time.
hell yeah, I learned a
Usually
lot,
we
dude.
don't dive into like deep conversations because we talk
No.
about what's going on.
Yeah,
update
catch
each
up,
other,
and
yeah,
that's
catch
it.
up, and that's it. Yeah. Now we kind of dove into the history, and it was cool. I love it.
No, for sure. It
We
was
could
awesome.
probably talk for like 5 hours.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Just come back. Like, this will be great for us. This will be great
Yeah.
for all of us. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
So cool to let people finally see the dude that I know behind the scenes. Like,
Well, behind the scenes of what Instagram only allows us to show.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and you talked about commitment.
Yeah.
You are committed to this is your image online, right?
Yeah.
You are the showman, the gym freak,
Yep.
the power lifter.
And that's what he.
Yeah,
puts out,
100%.
yeah.
And it's beautiful, bro, because you've found that lane and you've committed. I personally, selfishly hate when people are like, "What do you want to see more of on my page?" Bro, I'm following you.
Yeah.
You tell me what I'm gonna watch on your page, right?
I never do that.
No, I know you don't.
People are like, you should do this. The algorithm is this, and I'm like, okay, so when the algorithm changes, what are we doing?
Well, fucking
Right?
algorithm,
yeah,
bro.
I can care less about that. I'm gonna do me.
You're not for the
And this- yeah,
masses.
no.
You've never been like that.
No,
You
I have so many people now telling me like, oh, why don't you buy some followers, do this?
Jesus.
I'm like, why? I'm like, why? I don't need to, you know?
Right.
My algorithm at 8,000 gets me way more views and likes than your 50 or
You
60 or
have
70,000.
genuine interaction
Yeah.
And I love my people.
because of who you are. You're genuine. You are you every time that camera turns on, and it's not in front of the camera. It's not. That's just who you.
Literally.
The camera is an afterthought.
Yeah.
We were talking about that yesterday. The people now are so focused on the perfect shot, the perfect shot for that still that's going to be the thumbnail for their YouTube video.
Yeah.
For you, that's just you put the camera down and you walk up to the bar and you do your thing. You do your point to the sky that I fucking love, and then you get under the bar. That's my favorite shit that you do. I don't know why it's like that. When you do that, I
it's
get so
random as
pumped. I
fuck.
get so pumped when you do that. But yeah, dude, it's so dope because this is what we were talking about, that authenticity.
Yeah.
And we know a dude from the ground up, as authentic as they come, is you as you can be, and you own it, commit to it, and you fucking do numbers, bro.
And that's one thing I never want to change. And
That's
why
why
No.
that's why he has so many haters.
Yes, haters. That's why
Oh,
you have so
so
many
many.
supporters too, though.
Yeah,
because
it comes both ways.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
like,
100%.
like, but that's why, because what he does is very genuine. My favorite word.
Yeah.
And that's why he gets that both ends of it. A lot of supporters and a lot of hate at the same time. Because the haters are like, that's everything I want, but I'll never have. The supporters are fully behind him, rooting for him, making sure he's getting there. So, and it's because he's genuine.
Yeah, 100%.
I never want to change that. I don't care how famous I get or how.
I mean, I
big
can almost
get.
confidently say all three of us sitting here don't give off another person online that we do when somebody meets us in person.
Oh God, I hope not.
No.
That's the last thing I ever want to do.
But we know a lot of people that do.
Yeah.
We know a lot of people.
So many
dude.
people, bro. People are so
Like,
awkward.
we're like, some of the first time I've met some of these people, I
Bro.
was like, what?
Right.
Like, you're not like this online at all.
No.
You're nothing
You're
like your
who?
Instagram.
What's your Instagram name
Yeah.
again? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
There's
I mean, dude,
so
we've
awkward,
had
bro.
people completely ghost us in person and not even talk to us because.
Which I find so weird.
Oh, they're commenting and supporting, and then I see you and you don't even approach me to say hi.
Weird.
You don't
bro.
gotta have a full conversation. Just
No.
like, hey, how are you?
Bro,
Have
I
a
don't even
great
care if you
day.
talk to me. Wave to me.
A fucking,
Literally.
a nod.
That's my go-to.
Yeah.
How
my
weird
go-to.
is it that somebody's in your DMs almost daily and they don't even nod at you?
Yeah.
They're like trying to act like you don't exist.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit is so funny. That shit is so funny because then it's like,
But back to what I was saying with Husam, that's him, dude.
Yeah.
You sit here, you talk to him, it's the same thing. That camera turns off, we're having the same conversation.
Yes,
It's not like
100%.
anything is different.
right.
That's one thing I always live by, I never want to change. I never want to be a different person or try to fit in a group or make anybody like me a certain way.
No, be the way you
It
want to be.
shows too, though.
Literally.
And like,
Dude, it shows how hard you're trying when you don't fit in that circle.
I was just about to say, people want to replicate that, right? They want to replicate the I don't care about the masses, but you genuinely don't.
No.
Therefore, it genuinely comes off like you don't. But you can tell when people are doing the disclaimers, doing the woe me's, doing the this is for my haters, and nobody's ever talked shit about them.
Yeah.
You're just not even in that conversation. So like, it's so weird and it's so forced. It's like a ILS. When you see somebody with ILS walking around because their lats are flexed at the gym, you're like, take a deep breath and just relax, bro. It's okay.
Yeah.
But it's so noticeable. It's like the ILS of fucking the internet. That's really what it's turning into.
I mean, and like he has a great Instagram presence, and
Yeah,
I think that's why we're talking about social media now. But I think like when it comes to that, like for him, he puts out, again, such a genuine persona on it that translates with, and some people just don't resonate with it. They don't understand it.
Right.
No.
Because they're like, some people, the people who don't understand take him as cocky.
Right.
Take him as having an ego because they don't
He's full of
understand
himself.
what it feels like to truly be like, I don't give a fuck
Right.
about anybody.
Right.
And that's him.
It's a lane. It's a mental state and people try to replicate it, and it just comes off so disingenuous.
Yeah,
because it's not them. They're trying to be like that, but it's not them.
No.
You know. And I had this conversation with you just the other week. I was talking to somebody's pops, and he talks in these amounts that I don't know of. And I'm like, is he bragging? Is he bragging? But he wasn't. He's just speaking on this level because that's where he operates. Yeah. I'm still down here. I'm still just a guppy. And that's the thing is like, if anybody can consider you cocky, it's because they're down here still. I agree. But you just operate on this level at all times.
And I feel it the same way he feels it.
Right.
Yeah. Where I get the same thing. He's cocky, egotistical, but
when
it's confidence.
It's not cocky.
Videos and stuff. Yeah. How can you sit on all the knowledge you have? Right? Like somebody says something dumb, you like, it probably eats at you.
But it's the same thing with him. When he gets ready for a lift, he's so confident he's going to hit the lift. Yeah. It comes off as cocky to those people who just can't wrap their head around it. Right, exactly. Just like me with shows and with talking about a topic or something. People take it as cocky, but I just feel so confident in what I'm about to put out that they just don't understand that.
Right, because you guys are operating up here. And they're always looking up. And one of my favorite quotes is, a snail cannot envision what an eagle sees. So the snail can't even think about or comprehend what the fuck you guys are already seeing, right? Because they're just never going to be on that plane.
I agree.
And you know, I'm honored as fuck to break bread with both of you because I'm a nobody in this conversation, dude. I'm the straggler.
He loves to humble.
Yeah. No. I'm the straggler,
what I was
bro.
Say is that a lot of people say that, like they'll call me cocky, right? But to me, I feel like there's a very fine line between confidence and cocky, and certain people don't know how to distinguish the two.
100%.
Literally.
100%.
And that's why people are like, "Oh, you're so cocky. You're full of yourself." It's like, in what part?
Yeah.
Have I ever told you I'm better than you?
No.
Right.
I'm just doing me.
Like I'm not supposed to celebrate squatting 800 pounds, bro. I mean? Get out of my way.
Yeah.
Get out of my way.
Oh yeah,
I celebrate 315
for sure.
I'm posting that.
Like if I nail a peak and I put like nailed it or landed it or something like that or bullseye.
That's a great feeling, bro.
Like, and
I love when you post
people
that.
come off of like, oh, he's just so full of himself. Like, yeah, cool, you had another successful peak. Like, no, dude, I am genuinely excited that this went this way.
Yeah, that's your PR.
Yeah.
Almost every time. That's like how you act.
After I hit a big lift and I celebrate, I start tearing up. I literally sit. And people look at me like, I'm like, bro, I'm so excited. Dude. I have so much emotion right now.
And then me, vice versa, at a show, I'm up walking around. Clark's looking at me like, dude, just sit down.
Right.
Because I'm just so anxious. I'm so emotional.
Yeah. And dude, the last show that we went to, I didn't see him. The whole time he was on the other side. And I remember finally seeing him and I was like, what the fuck is he doing? But then he's like this the whole time. And I remember somebody was talking to you and you're like, yeah, dude. It is crazy the levels that, especially from where we were at the first little interview or talk. Now look at you both motherfuckers. I'm still in the same spot. But look at you, both of you motherfuckers.
I don't know what you talking about. You survived the whole ass cancer fucking removal.
No, I didn't. No. I didn't survive shit, bro. I didn't survive shit.
You have to go through it mentally, okay, to be able to get back up, okay, to remove a whole lung and still come sit with people and conversate and be who you are. Let me finish. Okay, to be able to come and put a smile, certain people take it and sit there and be like, why me? I don't want to do this, all right? Fuck this shit. Like, why did God do that to me? You went through the phase of putting yourself down and then you brought yourself out of it, okay? I'm not talking about you removed your cancer. Obviously, the doctor did that. What I'm saying is you brought yourself out of the hole to get back to life and normalize your life again. Certain people give up. You didn't. You came back. You fucking came back and lifted. And people, my boys, like, bro, I did not. One of my boys, too, before this, makes all my funny videos, right?
Oh, dude.
He DM'd me. He's like, I did not realize your boy's that big. I sent him a picture. I'm like, this is how big he was before he got his surgery. He's like, what surgery? I'm like, he lost a whole lung because he had cancer. He's like, and he looks like that now? I'm like, thank you, bro. I hope he fucking can hear that and understand. He had to go through a road to get to where he is now. And it doesn't have to be super difficult, but you need to realize you still had a fucking path to go through to get to your destination today.
The reason why he doesn't think like that is because he's a very I just play the cards I'm dealt kind of person.
Yeah, I gotta be, bro. Like that's the way I've rolled my whole life.
Yeah, but you essentially you had cards against you in that, and you won the pot at the end of the day with a bad hand. That's how I look at it, because I mean, dude, I know so many people who not gotten sick, but like have gotten these injuries that were, that ended their career or ended these things, but they were something that they could have came out of. They could have been better, but mentally they just couldn't get themselves to it. And I mean, listen, I could be the most successful person in the world, have the best brand, do all these things. What you did with that there is nothing that could compare to that.
No.
Fuck both of you.
I am 100% telling you that.
Well,
dude.
you need to understand what people see. That's what we're trying to tell you. You see it a different way from your
can I justify my perspective for
Yeah, hang on, wait, are you gonna rebuttal?
Yeah. No, not even that. Like, obviously, I fucking
tell you why you're wrong.
I'm trying not to cry right now because I appreciate both of you and hold you both in such high regards because I love both of you as family, But like, just in where I'm coming from, in the sense that like, it was so quick. Right, from diagnosis to the lung removal was 13 days.
Yeah,
it wasn't enough for me to really, but I could barely grasp it.
Exactly,
like
it's harder.
But like, is it though? It kind of helped in that way because I was so ignorant to everything that happened. The doc was like, "Look, it's cancer." Okay, that was Monday. Wednesday, we're going in to try to remove it. Thursday, find out they didn't remove it. Friday, I get out. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I saw family, friends, everything. Wednesday, I go in for my lung removal. Friday, I'm out.
Okay.
So you're saying it didn't have enough time to marinate.
I didn't, exactly, because when people call me a survivor, I think that's reserved for the people that literally have
Went
to
through
fight.
chemo, did it all.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't have to fight in that sense.
So
right?
I could see your point.
Yeah.
Right, and that's just where I'm coming from. Like, I obviously
Yeah.
appreciate the fuck out of that.
But
like,
But
mentally-
okay, how about this? Your cancer to the side. You lost a lung.
yeah.
Like,
That's what we're talking about.
no, yeah, I'm not talking about.
Yeah.
In my eyes, you didn't survive cancer.
No, you didn't
Sorry.
survive anything.
Good,
yeah.
good. Okay,
We got lucky. We
I
found
don't
out
even
before
tell
it got
people
to
you
the
had
point.
cancer. I tell people you lost a lung.
Right, okay.
The one wonder.
Okay, but to me, that's why, like, that, to me, it's the lung to the side. Cancer is the big word to
No,
me.
see,
right?
I think he could agree with me.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about the cancer
No,
portion. I'm
right,
thinking
okay.
about you losing
To
a
go
lung,
through the whole process.
becoming physically immobile because of it,
Yeah.
and having to relearn everything.
Yeah. It was fun though. Like, that's the thing, right? These warriors going to the gym. No.
To
This
be-
shit is fun, bro.
To be a drug addict of bodybuilding, we are drug addicts of bodybuilding. We don't know how to not lift and bodybuild. To go 1 month, bro. When people tell me go get hair, my hair's thinning. Go get hair. I'm like, you want me to take 2 months off the gym? You sound crazy. You can have all my hair off my head.
Right.
To go a whole month, I'm like, bro, I take 2 days is the longest I take for an exam. You want me to take a whole month off the gym? That I cannot do.
How long did you not train for?
It was like, so it was weird, right? Because it was October like 22nd. No, it was October.
No, it was
something.
like 15.
Yeah, because I
16.
thought I had COVID the week
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
so I was out a week before even, and then the surgery happened on the 4th of November, I believe, and then like the 20th or 20 days later, they cleared me to lift weights. So I waited 3 more days till that Saturday, and then we all went to the gym. So it was like a total of like almost like a month and a half, 2
Like
months.
6 weeks, 7
Yeah.
weeks, yeah.
Which is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then you got off
I
all
went
the
from,
drugs,
I
too.
went from peak shape to that's what murdered my soul.
Mentally, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what murdered my
Mentally.
soul.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
I was
To overcome all
205
of that.
Juicy.
Yeah, dude, that's what we're talking about.
Right. I know,
Even
but
your energy was different during that time.
I have no doubt in my mind, though, that if something like that happened to either of you, you both are in that conversation, too. You both are conquering it, setting up a reason why.
That's what
like,
we're trying to tell you. We're all the same, so don't
Yeah.
exclude yourself.
Okay.
from
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
So-
don't
okay.
say I'm sitting in the circle
Yeah,
of.
that's what we're,
All right.
that was our message
Yeah,
to you.
yeah, dude.
You fit right in with us.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm fucking blessed and honored to.
All of us are
yeah.
to be sitting here together. I
I
mean,
think we're all like kind of humbled by each other.
we are for
100%.
sure.
Yeah.
100%. His brain, whatever I am, you guys see in me, your strength, like, I mean, it's just like a round table.
No,
that-
everything, dude.
But it's always been that way, too, with us.
Yeah,
Like,
we all respect each other.
We had a chat
clearly.
going for the longest time. all
So
three
I'll
of
tell
us.
you one thing, and I'm sure they'll say this about this. Somebody watched the podcast and said to me, the mutual respect you and Clark give each other, even on things you guys disagree about, was amazing. And I'm sure they're going to say the exact same thing about this one, because if me and him disagreed about something, or you and him, or whatever it was, it would be so mutually respected.
Right.
None of us would turn red to to try to fight each other about it.
It wouldn't even come off as like a disagreement.
It wouldn't even be talked about. It would just be moved on.
Yeah, it's like a different stance on the same thing almost.
Yeah.
Like that's what a disagreement is.
We don't
now.
agree on everything.
No,
Not at all.
100% we don't.
Not at all.
So, but I think that's cool, and I think that's why we all get along really well.
Yeah, 100%.
I can't wait to have kids so my kids can play with your kids.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
And my kids gonna be all your kids.
I'm gonna be Unc again. I'm gonna be like Unc. I'm gonna be uncle to all these guys.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
excited.
Yeah, me too, man. Well, thank you for coming today.
Where can we find you?
Yeah, tell
Where
the people
can
they
everybody
you.
find you? Not that you're not the most popular guy in the
Gym
room.
Freak, Husam the Gym Freak on Instagram.
Okay.
I also just made a TikTok.
Oh,
Also-
there we go. Yeah,
Also
yeah.
Husam the Gym Freak.
Cool.
Yeah.
You got a YouTube
channel?
That's a clip.
It's also Husam the Gym Freak.
There you go.
Yeah, but I don't post anymore on it. No,
Okay.
it was our podcast, and then we stopped it.
Okay.
You're just straight Instagram right now.
Yeah, straight
Man,
Instagram,
you should start a
TikTok.
YouTube, dude.
Ride
I
that.
want to, and that's one thing I want to start chasing
For
too as
sure.
well. So hopefully,
And shouts to the homie Two Buff.
shout out to Two
Bro,
Buff. You
okay,
know,
shouts
he
to
is the
Two Buff.
man.
Who's the coach?
Joe Stank, he's the
Okay,
man.
the
And
gym.
Shout out to Surge.
The
he's
food,
also the man. And
the-
Choose Fit Nutrition,
Yes.
bro. They are.
They're legit.
You got a
Yeah.
team, dude.
Yeah,
You
I
got a
do
team.
have and they are a family. At the beginning, I was hesitant with who I want to work with, bro. Now I love them. I'll do anything for them.
Yeah.
They ship my food to Chicago. I'm the only person they ship food to, and I am their only client outside of the state. And I'm trying to get them out there.
Fuck yeah.
So
My
I
man.
love it. I'm lucky.
I love it.
I fucking love you, brother.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you for
Good seeing
stopping
you.
An
by.
honor.
Mo, appreciate you too.